Democrats don't speak for me. Speak for me, speak for me. Republicans can't speak for me. Speak for me, speak for me. A bitch ass nigga can't speak for me. Speak for me, speak for me. You coon ass niggas can't speak for me. Speak for me, speak for me. Listen here, this is a fact of life. I be rapping like Nat Turner came back to life. Grab Donald Trump by the pussy, he ain't acting right. I never run from a conflict, I be glad to fight. It's a very cold world that we living in. Somebody please tell Elizabeth you're not an Indian. You just trying to con them people to get the benefit. Just another immigrant, stealing from the Indians. That's some punk ass shit and that's too lame. Now we finna step over to Andrew Yang. And you a sucker, you can never speak for black folks. Fake ass pandering, trying to get the black vote. The Democrats don't speak for me. Speak for me, speak for me. Republicans can't speak for me. Speak for me, speak for me. A bitch ass nigga can't speak for me. Speak for me, speak for me. You coon ass niggas can't speak for me. Speak for me, speak for me. You know your boy be high off sativa. Kamala wasn't popping, so we said bye, Felicia. She ain't had a right policy. We ain't trying to meet her. Y'all can take Biden too. Bye, we don't need him. We don't need Roland Martin or that coon Al Sharpton. Didn't need Cory Booker from the start, man. I don't fuck with police and no snitch. You know I'm coming with the heat when I spit it. The Democrats don't speak for me. Speak for me, speak for me. Republicans can't speak for me. Speak for me, speak for me. A bitch ass nigga can't speak for me. Speak for me, speak for me. You coon ass niggas can't speak for me. Speak for me, speak for me. If you ever go to court and this is your luck, try not to get fucked by Benjamin Crump. I know it's hard, you and all go is hard. But who the fuck is Amy Cloak? Put her picture up on the bullseye and start throwing darts. People cut our organs out our bodies, that's a stolen heart. They can't save us from the flood like Noah's Ark. Black lives always matter, we finna go for ours. To them we savages, we don't need to pot the piss. Mike Bloomberg can suck dick with that stop and frisk. Bitch, you ain't speaking for us, we don't know you. Bernie Sanders, and get your funky ass on too. The Democrats don't speak for me. Speak for me, speak for me. Republicans can't speak for me. Speak for me, speak for me. A bitch ass nigga can't speak for me. Speak for me, speak for me. You coon ass niggas can't speak for me. Speak for me, speak for me.
I'm talking about Shutdown going crazy. People going crazy in them motherfuckers. Run that shit back, man.
But it means nothing. Nothing. Got a woman on the bed. Man made the car. Carry the heavy load. Man made the electrolyte to take us out of the dark. Man made the boat for the water. Let the devil know me now. Man thinks about a little bit of baby girl and a baby boy. Make them happy because man makes them strong. But after man make everything we can, do you know that man makes money? To buy from other men. This is a man's world.
Greetings, Black family, greetings, and thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of the Front Line Blacc News. This is season 5, episode 47, part 2 of the Front Line Blacc News, and I'm your host, Chan Krumah, and we're joined with our other host, Lady Chasey, in the background, and we got Shabaka Sankori, our West Coast correspondent, at Shabaka's Black Experience Enhancement Frontline Campaign. Greetings, Shabaka, from the Mile High Income.
Hey, what's going on?
The city. How about those Broncos, Shabaka?
Man, later for them GMO ponies, man.
We're
Put them
tied
back
for
in the
first
barn,
place,
man.
Shabaka. We're tied for first place while you Gators are in the basement somewhere.
Well, then hopefully y'all get knocked out of first place. And I told the Raiders here in Las Vegas to change their fucking name or get the fuck out of town. That's what I told the Raiders.
Lady Chase says hello, Carlton Way. Thanks for coming through.
Hey, Lady J. Yeah, so therefore I told the Raiders, your motherfuckers is not living up to your namesake, number one. Okay, change your name or leave town.
Well, y'all beat my mom and stepdad's team today, so at least that's a start. But it looks like the whole division, the Titans, like the whole division won today.
Okay, all righty. So Diego's in first place, right?
Yeah, we're tied for first place.
Okay, with San Diego. So then that means that KC and the Raiders or somebody's in the trash, and I think it's KC.
It's you and KC.
Tied.
I think y'all are tied. Are you? Oh yeah.
Okay.
2-4. No, KC's 3-3.
Okay, and the Raiders is 1 and 5, right? Hey, win lose, huh?
I think they're no, I think there's something else. I think they're 3-2 or something.
Okay.
Hey,
okay.
I sent you the link, Kahari. If you want to join them.
So what's up?
The intro, Shabaki. Yeah. So on the season 5, episode 42, part 2 of the Frontline Blacc News, we discussed several topics we didn't get to in part 1, and that is these Demorats. And I repeat, the Demorats, the demon rats, send their attack dogs on FBA. California Governor Newscum approves reparations agency for descendants of slaves in California. Don't get your hopes up, Black family. It's a nothing burger. Then we got Hakeem Jeffrey snaps and fake tough guy screams at liar, and embarrassing shutdown tantrum. Latina with Mexican flag on her car, swarmed by ICE. Why do Latinos vote for Trump? Remember, I will vote for Donald Trump. Trump.
Wow.
Damn.
And then white farmer leaks Trump secretly or quietly gave them $52 billion. That's what it be. Dollars.
Yeah.
And not blacks. Not the black farmers. The black farmers didn't get a damn dime. Then the latest on 3i Atlas is growing a tail. And it's glowing green and has a Mars encounter. Then we got white powers, ideological proxy wars.
Okay.
And then we got Chicago collapsing, ICE agents under fire, violence continues. Mayor Brandon Taylor Johnson.
Right.
Nothing. Then Chicago Flips Red says, go back to your country, illegals, and fight for your rights there. Don't try to hide Black civil rights. And last but not least, we got what is a heritage American? And we are based out of East Denver, North Aurora, Colorado. We give the news from a frontline and Black first perspective. We are part of the new Black media and also the signal boosters of the new Black media. We have been around for 5 seasons now and counting. And we have several platforms that are part of the Frontline campaign. Frontline Blacc News being one of the first, or actually the first on StreamYard and YouTube. We started back in 2020, 2021. And then also we have Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced, which is based on the 50th anniversary of the founding of the original Black Panther Party, which is in 3 days or 2 days.
Yep, HBD, Defirmary Park, 16th and Adeline.
And we started on Blog Talk Radio back in 2016 and have been around for 10 seasons now. Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced covers the Black experience from the beginning of time until 10 minutes ago. And is also part of the Frontline campaign. It has recently, within the last 2 years, moved from Blog Talk Radio to StreamYard. And of course, we got the RBA, the Revolutionary Agenda, is also part of the Frontline campaign. So please join us on StreamYard, Frontline Black News. The links to all of our channels are in the description, including, like I just mentioned, the RBA, Lady Che's channel. Make sure y'all check that out. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the Revolutionary Agenda. Also, we have Jay Militant, our brother out of the Bay Area, our local cousin out of the Bay Area. What's cracking TV?
Hey, Jay Militant.
Make sure y'all subscribe to his channel. Then we also got Kool Keezy's channel, who was on our show last night and does the intro track to the show. His link is also in the description. And our brother, the Church of Black Power, who was originally from Watts, California, Jordan Downs to be exact, Shabaka, and is now in Houston, Texas. So shout out to him.
So he's in Houston, TX, and then not cutting you off. I want to make this here perfectly clear, ladies and gentlemen, is that Watts is a section of the city of Los Angeles.
Yes, you remember that song, the Carlton Way? Yeah, that's the shit. All right, and also we have the petition for reparations. Please sign it. The change.org petition is in the description. Also, we have our brother. We just lost our brother. We covered on part 1. Our brother Black Voltron Reloaded. He passed away last week.
Condolences.
Yes, so thoughts and prayers, definitely condolences to his family. So they set up a GoFundMe. That link is also in the description. The GoFundMe and to date, it has reached the goal. So shout out to the FBA V1 family. It has surpassed the goal of 15,000. So we have enough to bury our brother and have his funeral service.
And of course our condolences goes out to his family, of course. You know what I mean? And then his brother rest in power.
Yes, he was from the town too, Shabaka. You seen that yesterday. Yeah, he's from Oakland.
Yeah, from Oaktown.
Mm-hmm. And then also hold on, Shabaka, I'm not done. And then we got the GoFundMe for the brother college student, the black college student that got expelled from the Texas University for mocking the death of Charlie Kirk. So he set up a GoFundMe. So the brother has raised over $30,000 so he can go to a whole nother school. To hell with that school that expelled him, and to hell with Charlie Kirk and anybody supported that white supremacist piece of shit. Then the GoFundMe
and may the spirit of Muhammad Ali, and if I may throw this in here, and may the spirit of Muhammad Ali batters that son of a bitch for all of eternity.
Well, they're not in the same place, Shabaka. And we got the GoFundMe Lady Che is set up as well. And we have the copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowances made for fair use. For purposes of criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. PukeTube. Stop striking our videos.
Yeah, you know, and every day does is inboxing me, man. So we need to set up a GoFundMe to go there into the San Mateo County courts. You see what I'm saying? To haul their asses in the court for violating the Fair Use Act.
Yep. And then I do not own the rights to the music. And if you don't understand racism and white supremacy, what it is and how it works, everything else you think you understand will confuse you in all 9 areas of human activity. And that is economics, education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, religion, sex, and war. And some say health and nutrition. And that's why the great Nelly Fuller Jr., who passed away in February of this year, he was 95 years old. He would have just turned 96 last week. So R.I.P. to Nelly Fuller Jr., ProduceJustice.com. And also we have when you a black soldier, black person are captured by any race soldier, meaning the police, you must never fuss,
policy enforcers,
or flee, comply, and defend yourself in court. Nelly Fuller Jr. produced Justice.com. And last but not least, we got racism, white supremacy is conscious and subconscious behavior to maintain white genetic survival, to prevent white genetic annihilation. And that was by the great Chris Wilson, who passed away back in 2016. May she rest in power as well. And again, rest in power to Assata Shakur, the Queen Mother, position last month as well, and to Dick Gregory. Dick Gregory birthday was today, Shabaka, or now yesterday.
Oh, okay. And also, too, Brother Chad, I want to put this announcement here, too, as well, too, on the like page of Shabaka's Black Experience Enhance on Facebook. Please keep your hate mail coming in there, you WSPs, is because I love berating you. I love degrading you, okay? We do not sit at a lunch counter and beg for a cup. So all those out there too, hit the like page of Shabaka's Black Experience Enhance on Facebook. And there's a little kitty.
Yeah, he's a bad boy. This is Amaru.
Yeah, look like a cougar.
Yeah.
With his coloring. And of course, you know the panther and the cougar are first cousins, and the cheetah.
And then we got the black cat, the Black Panther, Khalifa.
Jail.
She's been a bad girl. She was jumping all over Lady Chase's chair.
In jail.
She's in jail without the bail. In jail without the bail.
Hey, black is beautiful. Free kitty.
Set Khalifa free.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, we hear you. God damn it. Everybody hears you, B1 Kitty.
Hey, twin.
Salute, twin. All right, so I'm going to hop right into it, Shabaka. So the first clip is from our brother Kukizi. Shout out to Kukizi. He going to go in on this sassy, moist ass Democratic shill who got the audacity to wag his frail finger at foundational Black Americans for not supporting Kamala Harris.
I'm not going to do nothing strictly for black people now. Crazy.
It worked out perfectly. I'm still smoking on my Kamala pack. What are you talking about?
Oh, and by the way, basketball season is getting ready to start.
Season right now, Shabaka. I was watching my Nuggets play the Slippers earlier.
Man, sir, I want to see the Slippers lose every game.
Sorry,
Lakers retire LeBron. You guys need work, so Lakers will be looking for you guys in the next few seasons.
We don't even play y'all this season so far. I looked at the schedule.
Oh, really? Okay. Twin Pyramid says KD will be retiring in the H. Kevin Durant. Is that Kevin Durant?
Yeah, I think he's with the
he'll
Rockets.
be retiring in Houston. Okay.
Yeah, he's with the Rockets.
H-Town is Houston.
Yeah, I used to have his shoes too. I had his shoes. All right.
Oh, Twin says he'll be retiring with the Heat.
Oh, I'm thinking of Garnett. I'm sorry. I had Garnett shoes.
Oh, yeah. KG, yeah. All right. And
okay,
then also,
that's what's up.
Okay, and who's that moron that used to?
I think y'all on the schedule. I think y'all on the schedule. I think we play y'all.
Okay, Twin got the wrench. And who was that fool that hated on me, man? Who's supposed to be coming out here to Las Vegas? Who was that moron's name? Regal.
Regal. Oh my God.
Oh, okay, Twin, did you pop the wrench upside Regal's dome?
Yeah, he been blocked.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Great news. Great news. Okay.
Yeah, that fool got blocked months ago.
And then also too, as the weather, the temperature is mild here in Vegas now. The heat is gone. No, man, it rained like hell a couple of days ago, man. Oh, okay, Twin, right on. Yeah. Hey, Real, hey, Twin. And if he comes back, glide that wrench upside his dome again. Let him get some good trouble.
Under another account, because he's blocked under that Regal account and that stupid ass Ted Lawler.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, if we ain't got no haters, that means we ain't doing something right.
Right.
This means we're doing something right.
And then I can always put it on subscriber mode. That'll deal with all this trolls.
Mm-hmm.
But moving along to the first topic, this punk ass Democratic shield. Oh yeah,
yeah, Twin. He's MIA, man. Yeah, we waiting on Sarge too. And wait till I find this buster ass.
This moist, zesty fucking shield had the audacity to go off on us about Kamala. And just to remind y'all what Kamala said before this bastard goes off.
So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
So she said that back in 2019, and this bastard is still upset. We still smoking on our Kamala packs.
Kamala packs. Yeah. And then my mission to Los Angeles for the Taste of Soul has been scrubbed.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's been scrubbed. Yeah.
All right. Well, we hear more about it, Shabaka, after this clip.
Mm-hmm.
To go after their political motherfucking opponent. I don't recall them shutting down the fucking government and firing y'all shit.
The same person that was telling people.
Vice President Kamala Harris is sick of y'all shit.
The same person that was telling people not to vote.
Exactly. How did not voting work for y'all? Last time I checked, when it was the Biden-Harris administration, they weren't policing our cities. I don't remember the military and ICE raids going into motherfucking buildings and zip-tying children while they were butt-ass motherfucking naked. I don't recall them trying to take away 17 million motherfuckers' health care. I don't remember them weaponizing the Department of Justice to go after their political motherfucking opponent. I don't recall them shutting down the fucking government and firing federal fucking workers. I don't recall them taking away SNAP benefits and snatching away fucking free school lunch. And regardless of how the fuck you feel about Biden and him.
Now, I know everybody that probably ran across this well-paid Democratic mouthpiece out here yelling at us for not bowing down to Kamala Harris. But let's keep it a buck. Just because he's screaming loud, that ain't the same thing as truth, right?
Loud, boom, boom,
they want to guilt trip us into voting no matter what. But listen. The foundational Black American vote is earned, and it's not handed out for free. We need to see some lineage-based policies on the table, not pity parties. Now, they trying to rewrite history like the Biden and Harris administration didn't start all of this immigration problem, and they didn't dump all of these illegals into the Black neighborhood. Right. And those are the facts. That happened. Yep. They did that. The proof is there. We're not here for fairy tales. We're here for receipts. We're not out here playing identity games. Right. Being a Black vice president don't give you a free pass.
Even though she's not.
And representation is nice, but results are what we demand. We about substance, not just symbols. So here's the bottom line. They can rant all they want, but we won't be guilted into empty votes. This is about what's owed to our lineage, about real policies for foundational Black Americans. Right, cool. And if the product is trash, then we're not buying it.
All you scared to death Negroes. Just sit down. Don't you come out to defend our enemy. You sit down and you shut up and tell your master to come on out and deal with this.
Vice President Kamala Harris is sick of y'all shit.
The same person that was telling people not to vote.
Exactly. How did not voting work for y'all? Last time I checked, when it was the Biden-Harris administration, they weren't policing our cities. I don't remember the military and ICE raids going into motherfucking buildings and zip tying children while they were butt-ass motherfucking naked. I don't recall them trying to take away 17 million motherfuckers' health care. I don't remember them weaponizing the Department of Justice to go after their political motherfucking opponent. I don't recall them shutting down the fucking government and firing federal fucking workers. I don't recall.
But I tell you what I remember. Yeah, I tell you what I recall. I remember Biden pushing that federal crime bill that put a whole lot of our people in prison.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Now I remember
crime bill from 1972.
Yeah, and I don't remember Kamala releasing the people when she was the AG of California when they decriminalized MJ in California.
Right. Yeah, locking parents up for truancy, for the kids' truancy.
Yeah.
Oh, prisoners past state prison time to fight wildfires.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, Carlton Ware says that guy can't speak without cursing every other word, laughing out loud. I feel you on that there, Carlton Ware. Now, I'm guilty of that there myself, sir. But at the same token, man, I have done platform, and Brother Che will tell you, without using that one customer. You know what I mean?
Democratic shields talk, like Roly-Poly Martin, call us a bunch of idiots.
Yeah,
because we didn't vote for Kamala. And what the fuck was she offering us? She's already said she wasn't going to do nothing specifically for black people. No! So
that's all I needed to hear.
All right, so
that's all I needed to hear.
It's back on their bullshit.
Okay.
Call himself trying to do something. It's a nothing burger, though.
Yeah.
Your K and Donovan Sadiq is going to give us an update on that. There's one in the bathroom, too.
Man, take off that pony shirt, man.
Never.
I can't find my Raiders hat. Where'd he go? Where did Brother Che go? Oh, for a minute there, man, I thought they raided you, man, with ice, man, and put you on. Oh, by the way, man, yeah, newsflash. Y'all
have been raised about privacy of genealogical data, genetic information, and how the data might be stored, disclosed, or misused. Some opponents are alarmed that the Bureau would be housed under the Department of Justice, a law enforcement body, increasing.
What's the news clip? What's the news?
Okay, the news flash is that the African nations is once again they emphasize it, man, and they told Trump, man, we don't give a fuck what you do with the motherfuckers you kicking out the United States, man. They ain't coming here.
Well, they need to stay the hell about our reparations claim. That's all I know. The African Union needs to stay the hell about our reparations claim. They trying to steal our reparations, Shabaka. Talking about they're going to disperse it amongst the diaspora. Hell no.
Then there was another development. Okay, and then there was another development on Traore. I'm going to pull it up. Yeah, because Traore, let me see here. He told the French man that it ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? And let's see here.
Like say, trade one colonizer for another.
Yeah, and then the thing is that
wonderful moderator for everything.
Oh yeah, here it is here, Brother Trey. Okay, Burkina Faso turns down Trump administration's deportation deal. Okay, yeah, because they wanted Traore to take some of these damn deportees, and Traore told them to go take a fine leave. Yeah.
Well, Uganda said they would welcome them with open arms, and so did Ghana. So they got plenty of countries that can drop them off. But getting back to this clip about reparations in California, Gruesome Newsome.
Oh, yeah.
Approves reparations agency for descendants of slaves in California. It's a nothing burger, though. Don't get your hopes up, Black family. It's a nothing burger.
Gruesome Newsome, he belongs in jail.
So Demetria K and Donovan Sadiq, the recovering Democrat, gonna give us an update on that.
Could not and
I'm still waiting on to hear from you, Uncle Phil.
Without you, I know that I was not here on Thursday, but listen, your girl, Gloderdine, y'all know that's what they call me. I think that's what they call myself. I was tired, okay? I was like, I'm a little burnt out, so I might have to peel back a day because it's just, when I was on here Wednesday, I was very loopy. I was like, I don't even know what I was saying, to be honest with you. That's how tired I was. But anyway, I don't care about any of that. Today, we're going to be talking about California Governor Gavin Newsom approving reparation agency for descendants of slaves in California. So I guess we're going to ponder a couple of questions. Did he do it? And did he really do it? And what does it all mean? Donovan?
All right, welcome back, you guys. Hey, you know what? You guys can talk about the Dallas Cowboys all you want. They are consistently losing to the teams that they should be beating. But it is what it is. Like I said, I wasn't surprised, but Demetria's going to try to smash it all in my face because I'm a diehard Cowboy fan. She said, remove that hat off my show. So anyway.
Yeah, take that shit off.
All of that money they pay these guys, and the Dallas Cowboys play to the level of the team that they're playing, and that's just the facts of the matter.
They're just trying.
Welcome to the show, you guys. It's 3 o'clock here in California, which means that it is Demetria K time. We know you guys can be going anywhere else to watch football or go eat some tacos or wherever you guys are going to go, or go help remove some illegal immigrants, however you guys want to do it, but you guys chose to be with us right here, so we really appreciate that. Do us a favor. In order to keep these great conversations going, we have a scrolling banner at the bottom there. It's in the blue and white. You see it. It says, please donate. If you like, you can do that by Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, Cash Money, or whatever. Or just if you feel like it, order Demetria a Coke or a coffee. Everything is appreciated. It keeps us motivated to keep doing the show.
Earlier. That's why he's doing that. It was when they were live. I'm just playing their live from earlier because they were live earlier talking about this. Like a lot of times when they do the Cash App and on that's when they were live. So I'm just playing the playback of the live.
Okay.
Also, don't forget about the African diaspora.
Well, I got that up.
Yeah, okay, go ahead. My bad.
Start Black News. The Cowgirls played the Carolina Panthers, Shabaka, and they lost.
Wait a minute. The Cowgirls lost to Panthers.
Yeah, the Broncos won a whole division one, including the Gators.
Okay. Okay, all right. So if the Panthers messed up Cowgirls, that's great news.
Yeah, we got to play the Cowgirls in 2 weeks.
Well, April Aaliyah Jones is an avid fan of Dallas.
Ask for News Channel
app. I know a few Cowgirl fans. They ain't doing nothing. They ain't going nowhere. They always say it's their year, and it never pans out that way.
Yeah.
But getting back to this, Newsome approves reparations agency for descendants of slaves in California, so they're gonna give us an update on that.
Well, I've been on Google Play, Sacramento now.
Apple Store. The great thing about the African Diaspora app is this: everything that you see in your algorithm on YouTube isn't what is on the app. There's original content on the app from the individual contributors, as well as other talking shows and points that you will not see on YouTube. It's exclusive to the app. So please, if you guys are interested, like, share, subscribe on your groups. The African Diaspora News Channel app. You can get it on Google Play, Apple Store.
That's right. Almondo, how you doing? Says take the money, yes, but don't start supporting her because of this. She only cares about your vote. I don't know.
Hey, Daniel, salute.
Okay. So let's see. Arniva, how you doing?
Hey, Daniel.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into it for the sake of time. So, of course, I don't know if you guys heard. There's been so much conversation about reparations this, reparations that, all over the United States, and especially California. California kind of got a little bit more attention because it sounded as though there was going to be, you know, a reparations issue. Of course, you know that in 2020, there was a commission fashioned, and there was a whole bunch of people from all over sitting on a commission, and it took about, I don't know, 4 years or so for them to determine what would be necessary. Of course, you guys remember infamously around this time last year, the California Legislative Black Caucus was supposed to take some reparations bills to the floor for either pass them, right? Well, neither one happened because what they did was nothing, right? Now, y'all remember Assemblyman Isaac Bryan, he was the one that had his arms crossed. He was going back and forth with, at the time, Assemblyman Bill Esseley, who was now working for the Trump administration. And they got busted doing nothing. As you guys know, there's a whole host of Black Californians in the vestibule waiting for the good news to see what would happen. But again, nothing happened. So the summation was that they being the California Legislative Black Caucus, was blocking for Big Daddy Gavin Newsom so that he wouldn't have to veto it, because that was kind of the word that he was going to do it. But hey, y'all do what y'all need to do, so I don't even have to do it, right? Anyway, so let me put this up here. So this is the new headline that basically says Gavin Newsom approves slavery reparation agency. The California governor signed the bill 5 years after he created a task force to study how racist policies have affected descendants of slaves. So in a little bit more detail, it says SB 518 would establish a bureau of for descendants of American slavery within or under the California Department of Justice or Civil Rights apparatus to implement reparative policies and benefits. The bureau would have multiple divisions, including a genealogy division, property reclamation division, education and outreach, and legal affairs division. One of its core responsibilities would be to verify who qualifies as a descendant, quote unquote, of U.S. chattel slavery, and require proof of descendant status as a qualifying criterion for benefits that the state may authorize. Now, for those determined to be deposed owners, for example, whose property was wrongfully taken via racially motivated eminent domain, the Property Reclamation Division could accept, review, and investigate applications and determine whether compensation or restitution is warranted. If a state or local entity that took property fails to provide compensation when required, SB 518 would allow a claimant to bring a legal claim for compensation. Implementation is contingent upon appropriation by the legislator. Example, the law doesn't force spending until funds are allocated. The bill includes findings and declarations regarding gifting public funds, new duties on local entities, and state reimbursement rules for mandated local programs. The bill also expresses in its legislative intent that as the Bureau's scope grows, it may advise on reparative remedies to address broader harms of segregation, exclusion, discrimination, etc., affecting both descendants and non-descendants. Okay? Now, descendants are defined as individuals who can establish direct lineage to a person who, prior to 1900, was subjected to U.S. chattel slavery and who meets one of several enumerated criteria: emancipation, fugitive status, military service under restricted status. The bill also includes free Black persons living in the United States prior to the end of the 19th century. In its earlier versions, or later versions, lineage-based definition. As of its enrolled status, SB 518 was passed by the legislator, Democrats mostly, and presented to the governor. It is a part of a package reparations oriented bill. For example, SB 437 works in tandem with commissioning genealogy research. Now, here's where we get a little bit more into the opposition. SB 518 faces several criticisms for civil society groups legal experts and grassroots advocates. Key objections include critics argue that SB 518 is tied to SB 37, which commissions a genealogical research in a way that delays implementation indefinitely. The Bureau cannot fully function until the genealogical methodology is in place. Thus, reparative benefits get postponed. So basically saying that, you know, one bill, so the establishing a genealogy has to be put in place first. Otherwise, they're saying it just will stall. Now, some argue that instead of delaying more research, the state should move to reparations without existing knowledge. So basically, we don't need to keep on studying what we already know. Exactly. Now, strong concerns have been raised about privacy of genealogical data, genetic information, and how the data might be stored, disclosed, or misused. Some opponents are alarmed that the Bureau would be housed under the Department of Justice, a law enforcement
over that
body.
nothing burger bill that Newscum just passed in California for the Reparations Agency for Descendants of Slaves in California.
I was seeing that. Yeah. I knew y'all was going to be in here talking about that. That's why I was trying to figure out what's going on with that.
Yeah.
I want to hear it again.
You want to hear it again? Rewind.
Because I was the fast one.
Oh, yeah. Let me turn the fan on.
And then also to let California shake off into the water, take gruesome Newsome with them, and let Nevada be the West Coast.
I agree. Well, Jay Million, everybody.
Yeah, I heard what she said about delaying stuff indefinitely with some other bill. You have to go through all this testing and all that stuff.
Yeah. No, but what they're doing, Cool Kizzy, in California politics, because for a number of years, they're trying to drag it out, water it down, drag it out, water it down, drag it out, water it down, and to hell with Gavin Newsom. I do not have no respect for no man who's going to go fuck his best friend's wife, who was his campaign manager when he was running for mayor of San Francisco. Yeah, Gavin Newsom, Shabaka Sankori said that about your no good stinking ass. And then he puts the fucking state on lockdown. And then he puts the fucking state on lockdown, you know, with number 19, and he's up there in the Napa Valley, you know, drinking his wine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, several people in the chat that have brought that up. Demetria K was starting to get kind of angry about it, but
yeah.
Let's see. So I'm gonna rewind it so Lady K could hear it from the beginning. So she missed it.
And then, Brother Che, you remember when we was on the phone, man, speaking to the state of California Assembly about their reparations, and they wouldn't let me talk?
Yep, I remember.
Because I was getting ready to give them the business for real.
Called in late, Shabaka. I was on the hold for like 2 hours.
Yep.
The new headline that basically says Gavin Newsom approves slavery reparation agency. The California governor signed the bill 5 years after he created a task force to study how racist policies have affected descendants of slaves. So, in a little bit more detail, it says SB 518 would establish a bureau for descendants of American slavery within or under the California Department of Justice or Civil Rights apparatus to implement reparative policies and benefits. The Bureau would have multiple divisions, including a genealogy division, property reclamation division, education and outreach, and legal affairs division. One of its core responsibilities would be to verify who qualifies as a descendant, quote unquote, of U.S. chattel slavery and require proof of descendant status as a qualifying criterion for benefits that the state may authorize. Now, for those determined to be deposed owners, for example, whose property was wrongfully taken via racially motivated eminent domain, the Property Reclamation Division could accept review and investigate applications and determine whether compensation or restitution is warranted. If a state or local entity that took property fails to provide compensation when required, SB
you're right about that, Carlton.
Would allow a claimant to bring a legal claim for compensation. Implementation is contingent upon appropriation by the legislator. Example, the law doesn't force spending until funds are allocated. The bill includes findings and declarations regarding gifting public funds, new duties on local entities, and state reimbursement rules for mandated local programs. The bill also expresses in its legislative intent that as the Bureau's scope grows, it may advise on reparative remedies to address broader harms of segregation, exclusion, discrimination, etc., affecting both descendants and non-descendants. Okay.
Hell no.
Now, descendants are defined as individuals who can establish direct lineage to a person who, prior to 19 was subjected to U.S. chattel slavery and who meets one of several enumerated criteria: emancipation, fugitive status, military service under restricted status. The bill also includes free Black persons living in the United States prior to the end of the 19th century in its earlier versions, though later versions refine the lineage-based definition. As of its enrolled status, SB 518 was passed by the legislature, Democrats mostly, and presented to the governor. It is a part of a package reparations oriented bill. For example, SB 437 works in tandem with commissioning genealogy research. Now, here's where we get a little bit more into the opposition. SB 518 faces several criticisms for civil society groups, legal experts, and grassroots advocates. Key objections include critics argue that SB 518 is tied to SB 37, which commissions a genealogical research in a way that delays implementation indefinitely. The Bureau cannot fully function until the genealogical methodology is in place. Thus, reparative benefits get postponed. So basically saying that, you know, one bill, so the establishing a genealogy has to be put in place first before they do anything. Otherwise, they're saying it's all. Now, some argue that instead of delaying more research, the state should move to reparations without existing knowledge. So basically, we don't need to keep on studying what we already know. Now, strong concerns have been raised about privacy of genealogical data, genetic information, and how the data might be stored, disclosed, or misused. Some opponents are alarmed that the Bureau would be housed under the Department of Justice, a law enforcement body, increasing risk of surveillance or misuse. Opposition testimony warns that genealogical and DNA records are sensitive. Critics say the bill has no protections at all for privacy in its current form. Some legal analysts, for example, Pacific Legal Foundation, cited in analysis, asserts that restricting benefits to a class tied to ancestry and effectively race may trigger strict scrutiny under equal protection law and might not survive a court challenge. So basically saying because they could say, well, it's really about race and not lineage. They could say, well, per the Constitution, you can't do that. Now, opponents also argue that even though the bill claims lineage rather than race, in practice, the classification is a proxy for race, which raises serious constitutional questions. Now, closing up here, says some grassroots reparations advocates say SB 518 was drafted without meaningful input from community groups that have long advocated on reparations. They assert it deviates from the California Reparation Task Force's own recommendation. Critics also contend that the task force did not recommend further research on verifying descendant status. Many genealogical methods already exist. Right. Now, the placement of the Bureau under the DOJ, possibly undermining trust and privacy. Some believe the Bureau should be independent or under a civil rights agency structure. Now, it says concerns over political interference, oversight, and mission creep also flag. Now, I'm reading all this because it's a lot, but I want to make sure that we understand it. I'm almost done. Now, it says because SB 518's operation depends on legislative appropriations, opponents warn that lack of funding or competing budget priorities could hamper or prevent its actual functioning. In summary, while many see SB 518 as a significant step toward reparative justice, critics argue that its structure delays privacy risks and legal vulnerability weakens its effectiveness or threatens its viability. Now, this is that I specifically want to know. Are other races or groups included besides Black descendants of slavery? Now it says no. SB 518 is narrowly slavery, who in practice are overwhelmingly African Americans. That's the term that it used, or those of African descent whose ancestors were enslaved. Descendants of African American chattel enslaved free Black persons living in the United States prior to the end of the 19th century and earlier drafts. Now it says no other racial or ethnic groups, for example, indigenous, Latino, Asian, etc., are included under the definition of descendants. The bill is explicitly intended to redress harms tied to the legacy of American chattel slavery. However, in the bill's intent, quote unquote, language, it allows for future expansion or advice to address harms in non-descendant communities harmed by exclusion, segregation, discrimination, etc. But that is advisory, not automatic inclusion. So again, Gavin Newsom signed that, approved that on this past Friday, October 10th. So yes, they are entertaining an agency, but as y'all heard, you got to get the genealogy department involved before a lot of things can pass. But then in there, they know a lot of people won't read this, and I talked about this about a week or so ago. They know a lot of people won't read it, but that it does say that non-descendants can also be included.
See, that's a red flag. That's a big red flag right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm putting in the chat room, Brother Chase. See, all that shit is ambiguous. And it's written and is designed to be ambiguous.
Yeah.
I would think that's problematic. And she's not she, but whoever wrote that bill, they're purposely muddying the waters so it could be more difficult to get things moving forward.
And that's precisely my point, Cool Keezy. That is precisely my point. Is because see, what happened is like we've been trying to tell these dumb bunnies and these dumpsters, okay, the only thing that's going to happen with the reparations money, okay, is going to get submerged back into the American economy anyway when we build our own infrastructure. You see what I'm saying?
Right, but see, they're trying to make this a free for all. That's free persons of color, and we're going to leave it open for non-descendants. So that means that these mouths that just got here yesterday that happen to be Black and were harmed by Jim Crow and redlining and convict leasing.
You heard what they said, if the acid is safe somewhere and they don't want to come off that acid, we got to go to court for that as sequestrate.
Yeah.
Look, all that shit, oh my God, man. The stadium alone belongs to a family.
Yep.
You know what I mean? All the freeways, they cross all over Black areas.
Yep.
So, that's just on top. All the moving around and shit. You got people that was in California, that moved away from California, or that went from south up to the north, or up to the west. You got people, not to mention, they didn't mention anything about what happened in between.
Right.
Where they're going to get captured and enslaved and repurposed, resold.
Reclassified, yeah.
And we have for our own little fucking like what have they been doing this whole time? They could have fucking put up a bureau for whatever the fuck for a genealogy. They're stalling out and fucking saying no to the genealogist. They want us under that under the guise of the DOJ, which is another form of data gathering. So now they'll know who exactly is a freeman, who exactly was descendant, what tribe they come from with that. And they're going to make the genealogy part go really long, go the distance and stretch it out so they don't have to pay anybody. They add extra shit in there because that means like, oh, well, this person might have had FBA lineage with side and marry a Cheddar, and we're going to go ahead and include them inside. Or they left and they married some foreigner, and you know what I mean? And so they're going to add that too. Or you can only trace your lineage back to 1680 on one side, But you got this side that stops at 14. You got this side that picks up again in the 1900s. But we clearly know that slavery still was going on in 1950.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, you know what I mean? Not to mention, oh my God, they're not talking about any kind of money at all, really.
I'll tell you what it's equivalent to is if I owe, or like let's say I owe some dude owes me and Shay.
Yeah.
And so we standing right there next to these other two. We standing there next to an African and a Jamaican, and they owe us 20K though. But this dude owes us 20K, and he comes with our 20K and just tosses it up in the air. So it's like a free for all. Everybody could just grab as much of our money as they want.
Basically, Kurt, it pushes everything that we've been working on with the new black media behind fucking 10 feet.
Yep. This is a major setback.
Where is this bill at now? Where is it at now?
So this two bill, the 518 already got signed. The genealogy is waiting to be signed.
We're arguing about the genealogy.
Okay, now who they going forward to for the genealogy? Hopefully not Skip Gates.
We were arguing with them about the genealogy.
Well, they were going to use the California State Universities.
But they can't even keep the fucking staff.
Which Cal State University?
All of them, Shabaka.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We signed a petition for that.
Mm-hmm. So the second bill, the 437, has already passed the second chamber. It's just waiting to get signed.
Well, if California does kick it out, I damn sure will be making a special trip to Sacramento to go get mine, and be sure to put some bail money for me together.
They're only allocating $6 million toward this genealogy. It says the bill would authorize the use of up to $6 million as specified for the purpose of enabling the California State University to conduct research in furtherance of the recommendations of the task force, thereby making an appropriation. The bill would authorize the California State University to partner with other universities or nonprofit institutions in furtherance of the bill. The bill would require, before the start of each fiscal year, the California State University consult with the California Legislative Black Caucus to propose a list of research components to be addressed through the appropriation as provided.
All right, so they're putting a bunch of hurdles up on it, knowing California politics that I do. And so what they would do.
Hold on, there's more. This bill will require the California State University to explore options to determine how to confirm an individual's status as a descendant of an enslaved person as defined. The bill would also require the California State University to establish a process by conducting and verifying genealogical research for the purpose of confirming an individual's status as a descendant of an enslaved person for eligibility for reparative claims on or before the start of the 2029 academic year to commence the work of establishing a process on or before the start of 2026, 7 to 2026, 2027. The bill would authorize the funding described above to be used to support student participation in support of this goal. The bill would require the California State University on or before October 1st of each year and until funding is exhausted to submit to the legislature and the governor a report with the status update of pending research projects. and any research projects that have been completed within the prior year.
Who sponsors
the bill? A whole bunch of Democrats. The bill would require the final report to include research findings, recommendations with options, and timelines for statewide implementation, including costs developed pursuant to these provisions.
So,
okay, if I may interject on right there, Brother Che, with all those elements right there, all what that is giving the California state legislature cannon fodder, man, to keep dragging their feet on it.
Yeah,
and then when you look at the sponsors,
because it's ambiguous.
You got Isaac Bryan on here, who literally stood in the way of reparations last year. Akilah Weber. Are you familiar with these names? Shabak, I'm going to name out some people that are Democrats.
Go ahead.
So Akilah Weber, Pearson.
Sounds familiar.
I'm listening. It's a lot of noise where I'm at, so I got to stay on mute.
Okay. Maya Bata. I think that's
okay. Sounds familiar.
That's Bata, the one that took over for Kamala Harris when she ran for vice president under Biden. I think that's her. Yeah, I think that's her brother. And then Isaac Bryan, to hell with him.
Right.
L. Hathaway.
Isaac Bryan. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on, Brother Che. I'm writing this down. What was the other name that you said before Isaac Bryan?
Maya Bata.
Okay, Maya, M-A-Y-A, Bata.
Now I have heard of some of these names.
Okay, and what's the more?
Hathaway and all of that.
Yeah, because I'm about to Google these bastards tomorrow, you know what I'm saying, and write it up for the next episode.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead, Lady Chair. What's your question?
So, I know it's on Dimitri King channel. So when did that come out? Like when did they say when did it come out, and where is it right now in the where is it at? What part of the stage is it in?
So the genealogy bill has already passed the second chamber. It's waiting to be enacted. So it's waiting for Gavin Newsom to sign it into law.
So, okay, pause right there. You know, also too, Black family, keep in mind, you know, I've always said Gavin Newsom, when he said no that first time, no means whatever. And he might be doing this to win the black vote. He thinks that this is what it is, you know, to get the black vote coming up and his next run for whatever they want him to run for president.
Yeah, it's supposed to run for president in 2028.
And just keep in mind, he's the one that gave everybody a plaque. This is Mr. Symbolism.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you got to keep in mind that he's only doing this. He's like, okay, well, black people come to vote if we give them something they want. Well, they've been crying about reparations. That's how he looks at it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna give them something. But this right here, I was in the bathroom, I can listen to it. This is it's a fallout package. Like everything is designed to take longer than it's supposed to. And when we were just in there arguing for our own genealogist, for an FBA genealogist, not one from that they picked, not one from Cal State, but an FBA genealogist.
Yeah.
We were arguing that fact. Then the other thing too is that the way they have it set up for the Descendants and the way it reads, that right there is a red flag. Even TVA would say that's that's an ugly red flag, because we have a guideline and they're not even trying to adhere to the guidelines. And we started with them. We started with the task force, so they know clearly what FBA is demanding. Right. So them adding extra shit or putting non-descendants, whatever, that's like it's added filler, like lettuce and tomatoes, right? That we didn't ask for. Secondly, they're gonna make the one person tracing their lineage is a task.
Right.
Right? You're talking about millions of people.
Right.
Right? To go in there under their parameters, when the parameters were already set by the new black media, which they know exactly what we're looking for.
They know what the parameters are because they're in the report.
Right, and it's not the first time that girl, the one with the glasses, The heads of the task force.
You're talking about Shamika Moore.
Yeah, she knows exactly what the new black media has been asking for. Because how many times has she sat down with the new black media to have a little discussion? So this is like all fucked up. I don't know who sponsored it.
Okay, so let me go through. No, I was going through the list of the sponsors. So, like I said, Akilah Weber is the sponsor, but there's co-sponsors. So you got Maya Bata. I don't even think this broad is FDA.
Or remember, there's only
Isaac Bryant, that raccoon.
Tethers, remember? Actual tethers?
Yeah. Well, exactly. Isaac Bryant, that damn raccoon that stood in the way last year of this exact same bills that all of a sudden now they want to pass.
This is because of the election.
Saudi Elthaway. I think that's how you say it. ELHAWARY. Mike Gibson. I wonder if he was related to Bruce Gibson. Corey Jackson. Tina McKeener. Laura Richardson. She don't even look black at all. Lachey Sharp Collins. Loya Smallwood Cavallas. She one of them Afro Latinos. And then we got Lori Wilson. So those are the sponsors.
I can't wait to hear what hijacc and them are saying.
Right.
This is like, is there any like?
Well, here's something from the ancestors in regard to California, y'all. I just pulled up here. Guess what? California, Northern California, which includes Sacramento and the Bay Area, is about to be slammed with a great big storm coming.
Yeah, it's a former typhoon. I've been tracking it since it passed.
Okay. Okay. Good. All righty. And it's going to be soaking the Bay Area. Good.
So the first bill that Newscum just passed was Senate Bill 518. And the Jenny bill is Senate Bill 437.
Okay. Okay, hold it, man. We got a hater in the chat. Carlton Way. Black people only make up 5% of the California population.
Now.
Newscum. Okay, wait a minute.
Carlton Way is he's not a hater.
Yeah, Carlton Way's our friend.
Wait a minute. Okay, black people only make up 5% of the California population. You're wrong about that, Carlton Way. It's more like about 19%. Newscum know that there's no real political consequence for coming up with this BS. First place, Carlton Way, reparations is not bullshit, okay?
Shabaki.
That's our friend.
That's our friend, and you're misinterpreting what he's saying.
You're misinterpreting what he's saying.
He's basing it off the census, off the last census, Shabaki. Black people only make up 5%. Black people are fleeing California. And Newscum is doing this is just a political move so he can try to set himself up to run for president in 2028. That's what Carlton Way is saying.
All right.
So I think Demetria K has some more to say. So let's see.
Later, because specifically it talks about the eminent domain, because there's a lot of people met for whatever reason and they weren't all black. So basically it's saying that Latinos can say, hey, my family's land was taken, or indigenous, when I say indigenous Indians can say, oh, my land was taken, which we know they've been compensated to some degree. So many have said this is potentially a nothing burger. I've seen a lot of y'all say that, Gavin Newsom may be running. Let me take this down. may be running for president.
Do
There's
not
no
add
proof of
him to
that
the
yet,
stage.
although it sure maybe looks like he might be. And it's kind of early too, because Trump hasn't even been in office for a whole year. But when I think about, is he doing this to win over Black voters? Now, California-wise speaking, there's less than 6% of Black people in California. Now, if you're talking nationwide, that might have some effect, but let's keep it a buck. Gavin Newsom is a Democrat, and Black people are still going to show up for the Democrats overwhelmingly. You guys' comments, thank you for bearing with me. I just want to make sure that we understand, because what I hate is for people to take a snippet of a headline and run away with that without getting the details and the particulars. So, Donovan?
I'm reading it right now.
Okay, you guys grab your seats, grab your pop, all of that to basically say nothing at all. Once again, this is I'm not saying, you gave some important information. What I'm saying is, once again, as Black people, they are dangling the carrot in front of our faces. The one thing I got after listening to you read all of that information is, I'm like, golly, you mean to tell me you have to jump over all these hurdles just to get $2? Now, my question is this. When the illegals came here, did they set up all of these hurdles for the illegals to get benefits? No, they just gave them the money. Where was the study for them? Where was the 5 years waiting? Where was this? Where was that? Are you guys tired, like I am, of the theater? When it comes to Black people, we have to be track and field. We're the ones that have to jump over the hurdles, do the Lindy Hop and all this other stuff just to get $2. But every other group comes over here, they get the money, no study, no background checks. They're just issuing checks. When they gave out the stimulus, did anybody study how much interest and all this other stuff that's going to go? And everybody got one, even rich people. They just gave out the money. Why is it that when it comes to us, it's always some type of, okay, well, you got to do this, then you got to do this. Oh, no, wait. Before you do that, you got to go back and go get your grandmama and show that your grandmama got. They know for a fact a lot of these documents that they're going to request and want do not exist. What about slavery? Don't we understand? If I could prove my lineage back at least, 100 years, what's the issue here? I mean, I just get tired of the games, and what I really get tired of, you guys, is seeing these people that I'm seeing, and they're going to take their vote and still support this crap. All these other groups, Karen, I'll give you an example. I'm here in California, Karen Bass. Well, the illegals are so scared to go to work, we're going to give them some kind of money. Most likely cartel back, that allegedly, and we're going to give them a stipend so they don't have to go to work. I don't get any of this. I mean, I'm sick and tired of it. It's ridiculous. The fact of the matter is, they know who is lineage based and who is not. They know who FBAs are and who are not. They know this stuff. And then if you think about it, with less than 6% of Californians being Black, how much money would really spend compared to, there are more illegals in California that California busted its budget to support than there were Black people that actually live here. I'm just tired of the games, but what do you guys got to say? Because I think you guys have a more important thing to say, but I will say this. As Californian, remember back in the 70s, your aunts and your grandmothers, California had such good welfare benefits and all that other stuff. Some people were just moving here just for the welfare benefits from, wherever state they were from. They would come here just to do that. And that's how a lot of people ended up in California. So I'm talking about like the independent moms and stuff like that. They were chasing benefits and they would come to the state. But it just doesn't make sense to me. You will spend more money funding illegals that are more than Black people. To me, it would be cheaper just to give the Black rest of the nation.
Absolutely.
We have real
Monica,
IDs.
thank you so much for the $10
You can't jump on a
donation.
plane without a real ID.
And Brian, how you doing? You asked the
It's
question.
easy to prove where you're from.
By now, should we be raising our own reparations? And yeah, we should.
Oh, ingredients, Jesse, Keezy, Shabaka,
money home, right?
Lady Che.
Give or take.
Go back to your Boone's farm,
in
man.
America, we should be doing that. But
Get drunk.
They owe us money, and we want that. We want our
Shabaka.
reparations.
He's being nice. He's being cordial.
He just be polite. We could all get along, right? I mean, come on, we're all very grown now. Let's just get along because we're talking about something serious. Welcome, Ray.
You're welcome, crew.
Hey, Lady Che.
What were you saying? Ray?
What up, bro? What up?
Yep.
What's up, Keezy?
Welcome.
Yeah, we can.
He's over here at the plantation right now.
Brother Jay. Another place who they can hit up for the reparations money out of California, man, is Silicon Gang Valley.
What did we just talk about yesterday about Silicon Valley? Wasn't we just talking about something over there?
Yep.
We was just talking about something.
Yeah, to build the Silicon Gang Valley. As much as they strike us and step on our quote unquote First Amendment rights, you know what I'm saying?
But they're making this more
Something
difficult.
was supposed to go down over there.
People can literally trace their lineage back to the 1800s.
No, yeah, that's just a trick bag. That's a trick bag. And what she said is right. These niggas is gonna vote for the Democrats anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It's a way for them to try to say they're providing steps for us by giving us some bullshit.
Yes.
It's not even right. Right.
What's that in the background, Lady Che?
Because they know it's the same.
It's like that Gavin Newsom shit.
Last year.
Hey, Che.
It's not me.
Oh, that's Keezy. Mute Keezy real quick. You probably in the laundromat or something.
No, he's at work, yeah. He at the post office.
Oh yeah, he moving that mail.
Yeah.
That's how our reparations check's supposed to be moving.
Right.
Yes. I want to see them shipping out like that. Go woof, 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 woof.
Right.
Every zip code. Woof, 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 woof.
So you get yours? I got mine.
Now, Carlton Wade says something that makes a lot of sense. Trump can promise reparations and black folks will still vote Democrat.
I know that's
so
a shame.
We know.
And I think since day one he would do it just to spite the Democrats too.
Yeah, but he
would. And one thing,
that's
you did acknowledge, hey, y'all built this damn place, you know?
Yeah. You hear
if Trump promised reparations, these niggas wouldn't want no more reparations.
Yeah. They'd be like, oh no, I don't want it.
Oh, wait. I was just watching. Hey, Che, you was over there, FBA updates, right?
Yep.
Right. This dude was like, well, you know, they're not gonna pay us anyway, right? This other dude was like, man, so how are you protesting these same people about letting your political prisoners free?
Exactly. Oh yeah, the Black Power media.
Yeah, so if you don't think these white folks are gonna pay us reparations, why are you protesting for them to release your political prisoners?
Right. Make sense. That make this. There's no.
Well, what they're doing with the political prisoners,
here we go.
Just like what they did with our man there, man, in the East, man. They keeping them in there, man, and keeping them isolated so they'll die off. Actually, that's a human rights violation.
So it's not paying reparations, but the Pan-Africans are scared to fight for that. They're too scared to fight for that, but they'll fight for one. They didn't get Assata out.
Nope.
Sure indeed.
Oh, and then Ibrahim Traore said,
they didn't get Carolyn Bryant put behind bars. The Pan Africans didn't do that. Nope. They didn't get Carolyn Bryant.
No, go ahead, man.
Let me coach the thing. Because she'd have been in the band and on her way to getting that good old lynching.
Right.
Yes, if Carolyn Bryant's name was Asada Shakur.
Can't they let her ride that shit all the way up to death? And
all the way to 86, 87-year-old. God damn it. You don't get to live as long as my granddaddy. And you did that nonsense?
She was responsible for that shit when she was in her 20s, her early 20s. Yep. She got to live 60 plus years.
67 years after that.
There's people who are against that. There's black people that could have help.
My brother only made it to 55. So there's people that didn't even get to live that 67 years extra.
Right.
That Carolyn Bryant got.
Mm-hmm. And Biden's DOJ just drug their feet, didn't do nothing. The new black media had to pull up on them mugs. They kept moving that broad. They must have moved.
Meanwhile, there was an African American president the whole time for 8 years. Mm-hmm. Did nothing about it.
Who was more worried about alternative agendas, if you know what I mean.
Well, that was the African American president. That was the Pan-African American president.
Okay, I know that. That's the point that I'm making.
We're saying Pan-Africanisms. Get rid of that shit.
Brother Che, but didn't I do a live feed from the California State Supreme Court addressing that issue right there, man, about 8 years ago?
What about this, what Gavin Newscum is talking about? With his, when he was on Higher Learning the other day, talking about he signed this reparations bill.
He's full of shit.
It's a nothing burger, crew. It's a nothing burger. It's a pacifier. Just like when Malcolm X said, man, in 1962, when I was at the speech at 2 years old, it's just a pacifier.
That'll open the door for all sorts of people that aren't qualified.
Yep.
For a reparation.
What they're gonna do, Lady Che, is that they're gonna sit up there and excuse the expression. They're gonna play pussy with it. Okay, excuse the expression.
Yes. Both of y'all are correct. Both of y'all are correct. They're using it as a time waster. They're using it as a time waster.
Yep, it's a stalling tactic.
Exactly.
And then they're also like, as Lady Che is saying, they're adding people to it that have nothing to do with slavery reparations.
Right.
So it's not reparations if you're adding extra people to it. I don't care if you just add one Mexican toenail to it. If that toenail was not a damn descendant of American slavery or the black people that were here during that, then no, it's bullshit.
Right.
Right. And then the way that the math, I don't even know what they said about the math. But I'll tell you right now, the math is not going to be equatable to what we've been talking about for the last fucking 5 years.
Hell no.
And then you're going to have another problem.
Shabaka, let Lady Che finish.
That fucking that chick with the glasses, the one who always talks to.
Yeah,
the one that always talks to the new black.
Put the mic closer to her.
Camilla Moore.
Okay, Camilla Moore knows exactly what we're demanding. Everything that we're demanding for as new black media, right?
Yeah.
Lineage based, center cash payments, all the parameters, right?
Right.
I don't need to go into it when we know the parameters.
It's in the report.
Right? It's in the report. So why would anybody allow this to even get written up like that? That right there, the language is fucking all over the place. It's
broad and ambiguous.
They said even the Black Caucus in Cali was going in on Gavin Newsom stuff. Like, don't call it reparations. That's what they said at first, from what I hear.
See, what they need to do is recall every last one of them black ass politicians in the California state legislature.
Want to open up another bureau for fucking genealogy and this and that. This is like, how many years have we been working on this shit now?
Since
Since 1980, Lady Che. John Conyers was the first one to mention it in the Congress.
Since 1865.
Talking about recently with the task force.
What Maxine Waters was talking about.
Recently, we're talking about
She
recently
needs to
with
step the hell down.
Okay.
Yeah, Maxine, you did a good job, sister. Step down. You're old and
She
senile,
did a bad
Maxine.
job. She did a horrible job.
So
no, she used to be my congresswoman and my state assembly person when I was living
She did a horrible
in
job.
LA. Yeah, no, she just needed to retire. She did what she could. She did what she could, particularly when she tried to do the investigation of what Gary Webb was talking about, and Janet Reno stalled her investigation, Brother Che, that we did a couple of years ago.
But what has she done for us lately? But Kate for the
and what has she done for Black Americans?
Right.
I seen her out there going hard for illegals, though.
We put all of the work that we put in from the new black media.
Exactly.
It laid it out. It basically puts all the work back 10 motherfucking feet, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like every time we come forward 2 steps, they go back 10 feet. Like this is just ridiculous. Not only that, but where's the outrage? Am I the only one that's outraged straight up? I was just at the battle, like this is brand new information for me. So I'm like, I'm pretty upset because it's like they just did whatever the fuck they want to do when they know good and goddamn well we don't want their genealogy and we don't want to be under the arm or the thumb of the DOJ.
Right.
That's another way for them to collect data on us and know everything.
And she said they could get. There's no protection on your privacy.
There's no protection. They're already taking data off of fucking little children. So I mean, we want to be our independent.
That's what it is, Carlton Way.
Our own independent agency. That's exactly what we asked for. What? 2 years ago?
3 years ago.
Yeah, you're right, Carlton Way.
Back, remember?
Yep.
3 hearings back.
Yep.
We have to be our own agency.
Yep.
So we weren't under the hands of the fucking government.
But remember, we had to get the language right.
Right.
They kept calling us goddamn African Americans and shit.
Africans in America. Look, even it's the same census, right? The census.
Oh, another place they need to hit.
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, hold on 1 second.
Okay, you can hear me, right? So Shabaka, I'm talking. Why are you talking while I'm already talking? Okay, excuse
me a
yourself.
minute. Okay,
I'm talking.
excuse me a minute.
I'm talking.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
All right, first place, man, I'm the co-host here with Brother Che, man. Okay, you are a guest, okay? Now, what it is too, Brother Che, is that they need to hit Hollywood for the reparations as well, too. I want to get that out there. Universal Music Group, MGM, and Paramount.
Hey, that come later. This is what we're talking about. What they need to do is stick to what we wanted them to do and stick to chattel slavery, because they're trying to open us up for all other agreements that other people that came later were affected by.
Okay.
So we got to stay focused on the chattel slavery first in the free world.
Yeah, this was all part of the plan Democrats put in act a long time ago. They've been doing this. This was all part of it.
Keep in mind, it was the Ku Klux Klan. And keep in mind, it was the Ku Klux Klan that started the Democratic Party, too, you say. So we got to keep that on the helmet, too, Brother Che.
In Tennessee. Right.
Yeah.
So we're talking about California, Shabaka. We're not talking about the rest of the nation. We're talking about California specifically. And we know that they brought slaves from the South to California to mine that gold in them hills.
Right.
You're right.
They did.
They were here.
And the California state law said any runaways, you had to return them.
Slave state.
That is a fact, crew.
Just like Missouri. Just like the state of Missouri.
Yeah. Oh, and then not to mention the state of Oregon, the only time they wanted black people there was to work. And then as soon as they finished working, they had to get out of Dodge.
Hey, Jesse. Where you stay at, right? It's not a slave state, right?
Shit, it's a sundown state.
No, but it's not a slave state, right?
It was technically a free territory.
Right. No, even when it was made a state, it's not a slave state, right?
That's what they say.
So, but what organization has its headquarters there?
The KKK, the Ku Klux Klan.
Right. But
Hey, thank you.
intelligence.
And also too, Brother Che, what's happening with that brother man that they're trying to take his farm from or his ranch?
Oh, you talking about the Mallories?
Yeah.
He got to keep his ranch.
Oh, okay, that's good.
We haven't heard God peep from him since our brother went out there and regulated.
Yeah, shout out to Eric.
Shout out to Eric. Shout out to Bart Brothers.
Hey, Shabaka. Hey, Shabaka. Shabaka. Damn, he went to go cook his noodles. I was just going to say, next time, I'm going to have him on my channel too, and I'm going to ask him a question, and then interrupt him, and then say, oh, it's my channel.
No, I'm here, man. I hear you, man. I'm operating loud and clear. Oh, wait a minute, y'all. I see what you're talking about, cool. Yeah, I'm on this Bluetooth. I'm sitting at a lunch counter begging for a cup of coffee.
Yeah, we can hear every time you go away from the computer.
That's my favorite part about Shabaka.
He probably don't got his Bluetooth on.
No, I got the Bluetooth on.
You definitely know when he has it on.
Yeah, I'm sitting at a lunch counter begging for a cup of coffee at my own lunch counter. At least that way I know they ain't pissing in it.
Right.
Do you know if you pissing in it or not?
Oh my God.
Right. I got you laughing, Shabaka. I know how to tell jokes. Shut up.
No, I don't get out like that, brother. That kind of shit, you go to San Francisco, Los Angeles, what they call them S&M dungeons they got up there with all that crazy, freaky shit.
You the one with 5 pair of handcuffs at your crib.
Oh my God. Y'all are a trip.
No, I don't get out like that, man. That's real sensitive. Yeah.
In conclusion, because we got to move on to the next topic. This is a burger.
I'm sorry, Jesse.
Don't get your hopes up about this shit. This is a stalling tactic. This is a way to say, oh, we're doing something for you. No, you're not. You still ain't passed the anti-black hate crime bill. You still ain't actually cut the damn check for reparations. So until then, don't even waste your time about this shit, black family, especially those in California.
I could deal with a $50,000 check to start. And okay, now we talking.
The state level. But they got to pay reparations at the federal, state, and local level.
This right now is only
exactly.
And that's why
exactly. Frederick Douglass says something in regard to that there, Brother Che. I share with you offline because I started reading Freddie Douglass's book. Is 800 pages long, man. I had to go back to school with reading Freddie D because Freddie
it's in big print though.
Yeah, but Freddie D was there in 18. Okay, when after Lincoln got assassinated, they invited Freddie D to Washington to speak, right?
Yeah.
And you know the picture you sent me, Brother Che, a while back, where they show Lincoln up there, man, and then they got the slave down there with the shackle on him, man, bound down to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Freddie D said that was an insult, which it was.
It was an insult.
I'm just gonna say this. Basically, if this goes through, which it looks like it would, basically all the work everybody's been doing for the last 2 years to find out their lineage, to trace it back, that shit is hard work as it is. It's basically gonna be for nothing because all they're gonna do is run a fucking DNA test and a couple of little traces, and they're gonna try the most to give you the less or the least amount that they think you and your descendants are worth, depending on what part of it
now,
is.
Lady Che, you know who you need to tell, but you know who needs to hear that, Lady Che, what you just said? Dumb Bunny Sarge. And then we see in the chat room, we trying to find that scoundrel Sarge, y'all. Yeah, he gave us some bogus information.
I'm not wrong. They're going to try to give you the least amount because there's so many. There's 43 million FBA brothers and sisters.
Yeah, that's nationwide.
Nationwide.
But we're talking about California.
California, right. I California, right?
Yeah.
Chewbacca comes from California. That means we got to leave our destination, go all the way up there just to do the same shit, stand in line, only to wait, hurry up and wait. Because we can't stand it. We're going to have to wait to get all their shit together, only for them to say, part of you is a free person of color. The other part of you happen to have some chattel slavery ish going on over here. You know what I mean? And they're gonna basically tear apart everything. It doesn't matter what you got. And that's what we didn't want. We wanted an FBA genealogist, and not from their colleges. We wanted to pick our own, just like we wanted to pick our own economists. We wanted to pick our own shit.
Okay, now, Lady Che, cat who you need to crumb on that there, what you just said is Thomas Sewell. Yeah, Thomas Sewell needs to hear that, Lady Che.
Goddamn tether, the hell with Thomas Sewell.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And Larry
Soul's a tether? I didn't know Soul was the tether.
Yeah, he's a straight coon crew.
No, I know he's a coon. I didn't know he was a tether.
He's a tether.
Where's he from?
Oh, he is? Where's he from?
He's either Caribbean or African, one of the two.
I thought he was
really?
Island.
He's one of them island boys.
Oh, by the way, too, I saw a picture of Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson's on a picture together. May both of them rest in piss. They ain't shit. Yeah, crew, I got a problem with old messy Jesse, man. Because he was back then.
Man, I got a problem with Jesse. My stepmama works with Jesse, right? She's look, I'm finna tell you this, Shabaka. My parents, they got a company in Africa. They do what Phil does, right? They bring people from America. They give them tours in Africa, right?
Yeah.
That's why I couldn't do their photos and shit like that for them, because it's like goes against what I'm about, right? But I'll help them, right? But I'm not with that shit. Yeah. Okay. So, but they was with they used to work with Jesse, Rainbow Coalition, and all of that shit.
Push, People United to Save Humanity.
I'm not really with that shit. So this why I'm not in the this is why I'm not in the family business.
Right.
Okay.
I stand on my shit.
Okay, right on, crew. Now Carlton Way says something right here. Now this is a real good one here.
Soul is from South Carolina. I'm looking him up right now. He's FBA. He's FBA.
Oh my God.
Okay. We were property and insured. Insurance agencies have the lineage info. Now, guess what, Brother Jay? Now, what Carlton said right there, man, now we need to be getting these damn insurance companies too, is because, see, that's what Dr. DeGrue was talking about, mainly about Lloyd's of London,
again,
who insured the slave ships.
That's at the national level, Shabaka. We're talking about at the
in order
state
to take
level.
down all these industries,
we're talking about California.
Black exploitation, meaning media, music, whatever, right? You got to do us first. We got to do in our individual shit first. We're not going to be able to have no money if we don't to hire whoever we need to go after these big companies.
Exactly, Lady Che. Hey, do you think I'll be able to help you and Jesse or anybody else if I didn't have my shit together first?
No.
Yeah, you need your shit together.
How I'm gonna send a damn whatchamacallit over or a mic over if I didn't have if I didn't get my shit together first and buy the mic and learn which mics to do and have extra mics.
Right.
I had to have that shit first.
Yep.
Right. We got to get it together for ourselves first, and that way we're on like look, this thing about it like this. Everybody's poor and hungry and can't go nowhere because they got a bread in their pocket, right? So we not thinking clearly sometimes, or we're thinking too clearly, right? So once we get that shit individually handled, then we can then regroup and take on some of these bigger corporations that did black exploitation, meaning the music industry for one.
That's what I'm saying, Lady Chase. Paramount, MGM, and Universal. They liable too.
Yeah.
What she's saying though is y'all ain't finna be, Lady Che, you and Jesse ain't finna be able to hand out no damn steaks or no food, no chicken or nothing unless y'all got the damn chicken yourselves.
Exactly.
Right. I like for example, if we can't feed you, if I can't feed him.
Right.
Or if I can't feed myself. You did?
Right.
You can't feed him unless you can feed yourself.
Right.
And so and that's just the way it is. And that's what you're gonna have to come to understanding because you're older now. It's just what about this and what about that? Because now you're starting to see the hope in it. But it's just this is like a speed bump. You have to get it to take care of yourself. That means everybody with you has to get a check. You got to get your own check Jesse got to get his own check. We'll see what the fuck lands on me. You know what I mean? But you got to take care of yourself first.
Got to get his.
You could exactly. I just said that before you can go out and take on the motherfucking world and galvanize a group of individuals. We got to be straight first.
Right.
Meaning all the people that really have been pushing this, they got to get straight first, and then we got to come up with a different type of plan because, all of this belongs to FBA.
Right.
Right. Before we can head out of the country to do any other shit, we need to do all this shit here, and that's going to be a lot. And they're already kind of like making it so that everybody they're doing it like a Crown Act. It's for everybody. That defeats the tangibles thing that fucking we read every Saturday.
Right.
That defeats it, puts everything back 10 feet. You see what I'm saying?
Lady Che, like I went to I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead, I'm done.
All right. So like when I went to Tulsa the other week, right?
Yeah.
Ran out of gas, right? Don't go
to the Black Wall Street, man.
Don't go travel. Yes, for the second time.
Good.
My friend lives there. My good friend, my lady friend lives there. Go visit all the time. She stays on what's that?
It's not important.
Greenwood. No, Greenwood. What's the A Street?
What is the A Street?
Archer. Greenwood Archer.
Yeah, she stay on Archer.
Okay.
Great view of the city.
Yeah.
So, but my point is, right, I couldn't do what I wanted to out there, right? Because I left from where I was making my money.
Yep.
To go out there, to go on the road without no damn stash on me.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
So that's the whole point of FBA and our reparations. If we're going to be B1 and actually deal with all the black diaspora, I ain't gonna say African diaspora, I'm gonna say black diaspora. Don't we need to have our check first?
Yep.
Yeah. And not only that, but
so why don't they back us up first to get our check, since our check is gonna be the most important?
They don't want that. They want what belongs to us.
Right.
That means they want to hinder our progress. You see how they already caught that?
Which means they're hindering their own progress.
Which is their fault.
Well, you're right about that, crew, because the only thing the money's going to do is going to get submerged back into the U.S. economy anyway, because I was arguing with a dumb bunny on Facebook.
You're correct, Shabaka, which is why that's our argument for where the dominant society, the white people, will want to give us our shit because they know we're going to put it back into the damn economy.
Exactly.
But then some of us will still use that to push for the black diaspora also.
Yeah.
Yes.
You get me? And then now we can protect ourselves. So then when there's this like shit down in Texas or Trayvon Martin and shit like that, now we've got our lawyers.
Right.
I'll put Jesse to school with our damn tangibles.
Right.
You get me? Lady Che will be in school. You'll be in school. Nigga, you'll graduate law school at 95 years old. Shabaka?
No, I'm a business brother.
I'm just talking shit. But you'll graduate law school at 95 years old, and then you'll still be talking about, man, that police should never put hands on Jesse and sue the fuck out their ass.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then what they need to do on that crew to give you more cannon fodder, which is more ammunition for your point, is that these policy enforcers, instead of them the taxing the taxpayers, you go put that policy enforcer in a cardboard box.
Well, they got to end the qualified immunity, Shabaka. But go ahead, lady.
I know.
Okay, pass the microphone. This is what I think. Okay, this is opinion only. In my opinion, right?
And then we got to move on because it's talking way too long.
In my opinion, right? This is what
and plus that.
Everybody in the goddamn
it's Monday now. Okay.
Reparations, you hear them all the time. White people stand against it. You hear all the Caribbean and African people that come here. Everybody wants to stand against it. Mexicans think Mexicans and Indians deserve it first. Whatever the fuck that is. There's all this talk. It's always been all this talk against FBA and Native Black Americans to receive what is owed to them. Okay, I say them in jest. Now, I'm also saying this: the way things are, they think everybody thinks they're entitled to something that belongs strictly to FBA.
Right,
and
it's our
NBA,
claim.
right? It's a legitimate claim. So the government, which is what we didn't want, is gonna find any and every way to just pacify the situation, only to think that we did something for black people, and that should give us the vote, because it's Democrats who are again causing this kind of this dysfunction right here. This is not right. Yeah, and they know exactly what the fuck to do, and they know what to write in. They did all that work for fucking nothing, it seems like. So this is like, as Donovan said, what happens in California, so goes the nation.
Yep.
Right? We're in each state, and the more we learn about our particular state, the more we learn about the people that were held and caught here too. They failed to mention that part.
Mm-hmm.
They only are focusing on just the chattel slavery, from down south. They failed to recognize all the other enslavements that happened in and out, or in the United States too, right?
In other parts of the country.
They failed to mention how we've been reclassified, and kept out of certain things, or moved around. They failed to mention all that. So it's not right. The language is just, it is ambiguous, but it's clear, but it's I keep saying, but it's trash. And
so if I may, one thing, we got two things, right?
Yeah, I'm good. Go ahead, Jesse.
Okay, California, so goes California, so goes the nation. California just banned Glocks.
Yeah, they did.
Which is nuts, even though the Supreme Court and Heller and McDonald said you can't ban the most common weapons, firearms, whatever, period. California just did that. Gavin Newsom just sat there and said he signed a reparations bill that all the people in the Black Caucus said is not reparations, don't call it reparations, even though the same Black Caucus canceled our reparations last year. They know what the hell we're talking about.
Yeah.
And they said, Gavin Newsom, don't call it reparations. So now he's calling it reparations, and he's saying, well, like you said, so goes Cali, so goes the country. They just banned Glocks also. So let's keep all that in perspective.
Then the first people that they need to disarm in the state of California with them Glocks is the Los Angeles Police Department, the San Francisco Police Department, the Oakland Police Department, the Fresno Police Department, the San Diego Police Department,
don't
the
forget
LA
the
County
LA Sheriff Department,
the San Bernardino County Sheriff, the Fresno County Sheriff, the Alameda County Sheriff, the San Francisco County Sheriff, the San Marin County Sheriff, Contra Costa County Sheriff,
the Bureau of Prisons. Hey, let's just move along. But keep in mind, family, it's a state bill and not a federal one. It's a state bill. No,
it's fine. It's a state bill. It's just Gavin is lying.
Yeah, he's lying.
Yes, that's why I'm saying hold your vote. There's no tangibles. This is not a tangible, and this is like you'll accept anything. And last time we checked, we're not hoes.
Right.
We just won't accept anything.
That's right.
So
and then keep in mind, when you had the Great Migration, let me see, Henry Fonda made a movie called The Grapes of Wrath about it. When you had all them people from Oklahoma after that boll weevil that was going into California, the California Highway Patrol was meeting them, man, on Route 66 at the state line. Now get your ass up out of here. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, again, Shabaka, that comes later. We got to stay focused on the actual harm that was done to our specific lineage.
Mm-hmm.
It was a specific group of people that was harmed.
They didn't mention anything about that in there.
So we have to remain focused on that. But sticking on these Democrats, your boy Hakeem Jeffries, I want to act a goddamn fool and got checked by a Mayo. So I'm gonna play that clip next.
Oh yeah, I want to see that.
Is where we in now? Day 8?
No, day 11. No, day 12.
We're in day 12.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then he used to sit up there and filibuster for 24 hours. Man, looked like he had some stash.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you all for joining me today. If you haven't already, please make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. And most importantly, please go on Telegram at CD Media Group to help circumvent social media censorship and shadow banning. With the introduction out of the way, let's get into today's news. And today we have to head on over to Washington, D.C. Why is that? Well, because once again, Hakeem Jeffries is playing the role of tough guy. And what I want to do today is just have a little bit of fun with this video and have a good laugh at the expense of Senor Jeffries, right? Timu Obama. We do that on this channel every now and then. Jeffries is always good for a good laugh when he plays tough guy, and he's doing it again with Representative Mike Lawler when they run in. So let's get into this. I only watched about the first minute of it, and I said, I want to share this with all of us together if you haven't already. So let's have a good laugh this morning.
We got a 1-year extension. Why don't we sign on right now? Let me ask you a question. Did you get permission from your boss? Why don't we sign on right now? Did your boss, Donald Trump? You can easily extend the ACA right now. Did your boss, Donald Trump, give you permission? Yes, he is. No, he's not. And by the way, so let me ask you a question. Why did you vote to shut the government down? Let me ask you a question. For years, you always lectured about how we need to keep the government open.
And hit that motherfucker, man. Shit. You're embarrassing yourself. You're just palm on his ass, man. You're an embarrassment.
You can sign on to the bill. Let me ask you a question. You have 4 Democrats on here. Why won't you sign on?
Let me ask you a question.
It's a clean extension for 1 year.
You voted for the one thing that we vote, correct?
I voted for a tax cut bill that gave the largest tax cut to Americans in history, including, by the way, the average New Yorker getting a $4,000 tax cut. Are you against that?
You're embarrassing
yourself. Do you want to cut the standard deduction in half?
The largest cut to Medicaid in American
history.
Out
you voted for that. Fraud and abuse, by the way. Tom DiNapoli, the Democratic controller of New York, pointed out that $1.2 billion were wasted. Listen, you're not going
to talk. You're not going to talk to me.
Wasted. You're not going to talk to me
and talk over me
New York residents
because you don't want to hear what I have to say.
Shit, man. It's getting spicy now. You see how he leaned in it? Listen. You're not going to talk to me. You're not going to talk to me and talk over me because you don't want to hear what I have to say. Look at how he leans into it. What a fairy. He's kind of like Gavin Newsom in a lot of ways. Very fairy.
Pointed out that $1.2 billion were wasted.
Listen, you're not going to talk to me. You're not going to talk to me and talk over me
New York residents
because you don't want to hear what I have to say.
Oh, I'm listening.
So why don't you just keep your mouth shut?
Oh,
because
you showed up. That's the way you
showed up.
Let me tell you something, man. If Lawler knocked the sonic rings out of Jeffries right now, Timu Obama would be hollering racism. If Lawler took confiscation, okay, if he confiscated Hakeem Jeffries' sonic rings in that moment, that man would have been hollering white supremacy and hollering fascism. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, stop playing because we don't believe you, Jeffries. We don't believe you, Timu Obama.
Hey man, put the wrench on Chris Booker, man.
Of being the tough guy. Remember when he told Tom Homan, I'm drawing that red line and you better not cross that line.
Shit. What happens if they were to go and arrest these members or if they were to try to sanction them in the House of Representatives?
They'll find out.
What would you do? What recourse? But doesn't that broach a...
They'll find out.
And what did he say? Oh my God, what's the other one? Oh, that's right. Remember? Say it to my face. When he told Trump, next time you got something you want to say to me, say it to my face.
When I'm back in the Oval Office, say it to my face.
Knock it off, bro. We don't believe you. Nobody believes you. Let's let this carry on. Rewind it back just a little bit. Shut your mouth. Anyways, let's go.
You're not going to talk to me. You're not going to talk to me and talk over me
New York residents
because you don't want to hear what I have to say.
Man, you got the right hand in the perfect position to chin check that bastard.
Oh, because you showed up.
Is that the way
you showed up? You showed up.
All you got to do, man, is unleash that right hand straight to that motherfucker's nose and he will fall.
Permanent extension of massive tax breaks
for your billionaire
So
donors.
90% of Americans.
So they can get a permanent extension.
90% of Americans take the standard deduction.
Is that right?
90% of Americans take the standard deduction.
Is that
right?
right?
If you had your way, the standard deduction would have been cut in half. That would have been a massive tax increase on Americans all across the country.
You're
you support
here,
that?
unfortunately.
You're against lifting the cap on salt.
Your billionaire donors.
The billionaire donors lifting the.
Everybody has billionaire donors. I hate when Democrats play this game of tax the rich and make the stop the oligarchy world tour, whatever Bernie Sanders and AOC were on, fight the oligarchy world tour, tax the rich. I hate when these guys Democrats pretend like they don't have billionaire donors.
It hits all by itself.
Right? Pouring money into their campaigns, multi-millionaires. Like you are the oligarch. You are the oligarch. It doesn't get much higher. Then you don't get to Hakeem Jeffries' position in politics without having the oligarchy behind you. Okay, so knock that stuff off already. I feel like Hakeem Jeffries too. He's still really like uptight about the sombrero memes. There's so many of them that's been going around. It's like the kid that's been picked on for like all his life, and he finally develops a little bit of courage to stand up for himself. But even as he's standing up for himself, like you just don't believe him. It's just not really there, But he's finally letting it all out. Those sombrero memes were really, really getting to Jeffries. That's what I feel is happening right now. And now he's letting out all that frustration on Congressman Lawler.
Cap on salt. We put a income cap in place.
Why are you here right now?
Didn't you want all Republicans to be here?
Where are the rest of your Republicans?
You wanted Republicans to be here. I'm here. And by the way, you can pass an ACA extension right now. Sign on to this bill. Sign on to the bill.
Is your boss Donald Trump behind?
Why don't you get on it?
Because you don't work for the American people.
Oh, I do. I work for the people of New York. I work for the people of my district.
Is that why you?
I'm here.
You got 140.
And by the way, I voted for a clean CR to keep the government open and funded. You voted to shut it down.
You're embarrassing yourself right now.
Yeah, leader. With all due respect, you're the one. You're the one who actually voted to shut the government down.
Yeah, for real.
He said, "Why are you playing yourself, bro? You're playing yourself with the fake tough guy act. You're playing yourself, Timo Obama."
Actually,
it's
sad.
That's not true. It's sad. You voted to shut the government down.
Do Republicans control the House, the Senate, and the President?
Right, and you're smart. You need 60 votes in the Senate, right?
Is that right? No.
That's the other thing that these idiots keep getting caught in that lie in. They need 60 votes for that clean CR bill to pass, right? And this is a bill, spending bill, that's being held up by Jeffries and his DNC lunatics because they want to give free healthcare to illegal immigrants. And if they can't give free healthcare to illegal immigrants, they'd rather just shut down the entire government and then run around and tell the lie that, wait, aren't Democrats in control of the House, Senate, and the White House? But yeah, they don't have a filibuster-proof majority like Obama did at one point, in which he did nothing with it anyways, right? But they don't have a filibuster-proof majority, which is why we're in this position. They need 60 votes in the Senate for this to pass. Yet Jeffries and Democrats bank on you being ignorant on politics, on just the basics of politics. That's why they'll sit there and lie, as they always do, and will say, well, Republicans have the majority, so why can't they just pass this clean spending bill as they like, because they don't have a filibuster-proof majority, and they need Democrats to get on board. Democrats
I'm going to do is put a bullet in your head, faggot.
Free healthcare to illegal immigrants, and if they can't do that, well, then everybody else has to suffer. Really think about that for a minute. So because Democrats are so hard pressed on giving free healthcare to illegal immigrants, they are willing to shut the government down and make the American people suffer.
All right. So
who's really working for
thanks for tapping in.
Let that settle in.
Lady,
do you need 60 votes in the Senate or no?
60 votes needed to pass your one big ugly bill?
Reconciliation, which you did with the IRA. Boy, that really reduced inflation.
Are you
did a
trying
great
to
job
elevate
there.
yourself because you're afraid?
I'm not trying to elevate myself. No, I'm not going to lose re-election. You spend 42.
He said you spend $42 million last cycle. Once again, you don't get into that position that Jeffries is in unless the oligarchy is behind you. And now I'll leave it there. We don't have to make this video go on too long. 2.5 more minutes left. We played like somewhere around half of it already. We can just cut it here. But on a more serious note, I just want to reiterate that last point again, the only serious moment of this video, right? These lunatics were willing, as they have, willing to shut down the government, the American people, American citizens, and they're doing it in the name of illegal immigrants. Really think about that. Don't ever let these people lie to you and tell you that they don't prioritize illegal immigrants, Democrats that is, they don't prioritize illegal immigrants over American citizens. I have never seen Democrats fight this hard for American citizens. I have never seen Democrats fight this hard for America at all. What we're seeing here today with these guys are unprecedented. These guys are out here catching charges like Monica McIver. You have Democrat judges that have like quit, their position as a judge because they don't want to tell me that Democrats don't hate America. They do. In my opinion, what I believe, what I assume, it's clear to me. And I'm curious in the comment section if you guys feel that way as well. They hate America and they hate the American citizen. I don't get it. And that's why these guys aren't going to get back in the position of power anytime soon. I know I shouldn't count, my eggs. What's the term go? Don't count your eggs before they hatch or something like that. Something about roosters. You know what I'm talking about. Something like that. But I just can't see Democrats winning the midterm at all, let alone a 2028 election. I mean, things change quickly and they can change fast. But man, these guys are down bad right now. They are down bad. Anyways, that does it for today's show, right? Hope you guys had a good laugh with me today. Please hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. Share this video.
All right, thank you for that hilarious video, Cheaty Media Group. What are your thoughts, Lady
Yeah,
Chase?
it was hilarious.
They could have been open. The Republicans got control of everything.
Yeah, they got a full mandate.
So they could have opened it if they really wanted to. But I think they're trying to let everybody punish the Democrats some more. Although they need to do something soon, before the end of the month, because that's when shit's gonna really start getting affected as far as people on like assistance and things like that. There you go. Put it.
That's like 7 states.
I don't know. I don't think that we should be focused on all the funnies that fucking Hakeem Jeffries does, because he's dumb. And basically they're not doing anything. They're just sitting there pointing the finger back and forth, and the people are getting it, suffering as usual. So, although don't quote me on that, I gotta catch up on the news. I just didn't realize that they're not even trying to make an effort. Even if who cares who passed what bill at this point? Now they got to open up the government. I heard a little something about Trump picking fights and stuff with other countries. Heard a little something about that, but like I said, I need to do a little bit more news watching, because I was so sick this weekend. I'm feeling a lot better now, so I'll be able to analyze the situation better. I do think, though, we should not let them win. We should not vote them in, because they're not offering, again, no tangibles. It's like they haven't learned a fucking lesson. They're not even attempting to try. And me and Jesse are going to see firsthand about how the Democrats are not going to try this week. Even try to appease or please anybody.
No, all they're going to do is shame and browbeat us and tell us, you're the reason why he's in office and not Kamala. Y'all should have just voted for Kamala. Yes.
Oh yeah, but we're ready for that. We're also amped up for this week to give them that heat everywhere we go. We'll probably get kicked out at least 2 spots.
I mean, but Jesse, you should have just voted for Kamala, right?
Fuck no.
Why didn't you vote for Kamala?
Because that broad was not convincing.
Do I gotta remind y'all why?
And she said she wasn't gonna do nothing specifically.
So I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit black people. No, because
Kamala's a mess.
Tether alert! Tether alert! Tether alert!
Where's the tether free zone? No
tether alert! Tether alert! Tether alert! I got a better alarm than Black Alpha.
Oh yeah.
Y'all could hear that alarm?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a better tether alert than.
This is a tether free zone.
Hey, that one woke everybody up, didn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, y'all hit the likes down. Since y'all heard the tether alert, hit the likes and share it.
Seriously though, let me ask this question: have y'all noticed that Kamala's like, she don't look too butthurt about losing? I think she secretly is glad she lost. I don't think she really wanted to be the president.
But that's just it though, Lady Che. Kamala's got 4 pensions coming. You see what I'm saying? She gets her pension from the vice president. She gets her pension from the Senate. She gets her pension from Alameda County being assistant DA, and she gets her pension from San Francisco County for being the DA over there.
Don't she get her pension from being an attorney?
No, I think her federal pensions. I think her federal pensions fall in together.
Mm.
I think her federal pensions, like from her being a senator and from being vice president, senator. I think the federal pensions are falling together. But I think she will still get her county separate from her state stuff. So she'll get at least 3. But I think her federal stuff will fall in together. Just me thinking because it's the same employer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Shabaka, like say you the janitor for the hospital, but you're also the surgeon. You only gonna get 1 pension at the same hospital, even though you got 2 jobs.
Yeah,
right,
but they're going to combine them for the 2 jobs, though. Yeah, you're right about that.
You get what I'm saying? This just me speculating. You know what I mean? I don't know it for sure, but that's just me speculating.
I think she's over there whooping it up because you see how she's maneuvering. Not a care in the world. She's kind of thankful. She looks like, yeah, whatever. You know what I mean? Because she didn't win. So
is that the real Randall Robinson? Leaving America? No, the real Randall Robinson, rest his soul, died a couple years ago.
Yeah.
No, that was who was his good friend?
Randall he's from the Shire too.
That's another friend.
No, Randall Robinson Randall Robinson. He wrote the political books, and then his other guy that wrote Devil in the Blue Dress.
Randall Robinson.
Who's the guy that wrote Devil in the Blue Dress?
Walter Mosley.
Yeah, him and Walter Mosley were very good friends.
Is that right? You ought to read those series of.
And they knew Claude Anderson.
Okay, and then also too, if you want to learn anything, man, about the history of Black Los Angeles, there, crew, definitely read or start with The Devil in the Blue Dress, A Red Scared Black Betty, and The Little Yellow Dog.
Man, I know you, Big Bad Brawley Brown, Shabaka.
Big Bad Brawley Brown.
Yeah, you Big Bad Brawley Brown that was dating Black Betty. I read all them books, Shabaka. I've been in jail for a while.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
I got a whole lot of them books.
Yeah, Walter Mosley, because Black Betty, that there was set in 1961, I think.
Mm-hmm. He found that little girl. He found that little girl in the trash can.
Yeah,
and then raised to be cold as hell.
Yeah.
That was Shabaka back in the 60s. He found a girl in the trash can. And
then what had happened was he had a partner named Mouse because
Mouse was cold as hell.
Yeah,
Mouse
because
was
he
the
got
beast.
married. Yeah, because he got
Mouse
married
used to
and
roll
his
up
wife
on
cheated on him.
Shit. They need to make
Mouse
that
wasn't
movie.
No joke.
They need to make that movie.
Actually,
Black
they need
Betty.
to make movies out of all of them. Yeah, Black Betty was real good. And The Little Yellow Dog, too.
Yep.
Oh, man, Shabaka, that's one of the books I left in jail.
Yeah, The Little Yellow Dog. And see,
you bringing back memories, Shabaka.
Okay, and keep in mind, crew, and the white butterfly. And the white butterfly was set in 1956 in Watts. You see what I'm saying? And also, too, crew, on the corner of 103rd and Central Avenue, Fred Stanford's junkyard is not there. That's Will Rogers Park, or Ted Watkins Park, that they called it now.
I'm finna bring you to Chicago, and then I'm finna take you down to Atlanta, cause you got to go to the South.
No, man, I already been to the South, brother.
I'm finna take you to the hot ass South, and I'm finna take you to the hot ass Chicago in the summertime. So I'm gonna say ain't no damn difference. It's hot as hell all over.
Yeah, I know the heat and humidity in the Chi, the rain in the Chi, man. In the summer months, man, you see the steam.
I'm gonna take you to Michigan too.
Wait a minute, Michigan. Let me see, Michigan.
Yeah, like Detroit.
I never been through. Yeah, I never been to Motown.
Like in Michigan is an hour drive from Chicago, right?
Exactly.
Chicago got free weed. Chicago got legal weed, like for everybody, and so does Michigan, right? Indiana doesn't.
I think so. Yeah.
Indiana doesn't.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, crew, do me a favor, man. See if that nigga is still working over there, man, at that toll booth in Indiana, man. Because every time I was going there, I was taking the wrong off ramps, man. You know, going to Memphis.
It went from $4 to $8 now.
Oh hell no.
Yeah, see that nigga over there.
You take the Chicago Skyway, it's $8. It's $8.
Yeah.
But basically, it's $16 because you got to take one to get on and pay to get off.
Damn, boy, they're a cold piece of work,
from
man.
79th Street from 79th and Dan Ryan in the city. If you want to go to Indiana, it's $8 to get on the Skyway and $8 to get off.
Oh, well,
damn, man. And do you know what they doing? And your state did this here to me too, brother Che. They sending that shit off in the mail, man. You know, because I get this damn notice, man, from California and Colorado saying, man, if you don't pay the toll, man, we're going to lift your license in Nevada.
They're not allowed to do that. They're not allowed to do that in my states.
No, well, that's
Indiana, Illinois, Michigan. They're not allowed to do that. So unless I run like 8 red lights, all that shit is just gonna go on my credit, and it still can't even go on my credit thanks to Donald Trump.
Oh, okay.
So they just snapping pictures of shit that ain't gonna happen because you better have a real police.
You can run red lights, but check this out, crew. You can run red lights like a motherfucker in Las Vegas, man, because they ain't got the cameras up there.
Right? No, they got cameras up here every now and again, but even when they catch you,
system
they can't do shit to you.
Yeah, we're playing the next.
But they got cameras for your ass in California, though. That's for real.
You see us old niggas, Jesse. I'm sorry. I'm getting an old nigga mode with Shabaka.
You're talking.
Man, I'm coming up in January, Shabaka. Shabaka, I'm coming up in January. I have to come up there.
No, I ain't going back to the state of Colorado until it is May.
Shabaka,
Lady Chase says she's coming soon up that time.
So I'm just letting you know.
Oh, that you gonna be in Sin City?
Yep, I'm coming.
I'll be out there next year too.
So that was show me some hospitality.
And I'm gonna bring my whole 30 crew with me.
And we're gonna play crap. I have to come up. I have to come up.
Y'all better be down there too, Jesse and Lady Trey.
Oh yeah.
Cause I ain't finna go drive up a mile high with the crew again.
Yeah,
it's gonna be bad on my gas driving uphill like that.
Yeah. But what it is, though, crew, is that when you go into Colorado from the east, man, you ain't got to worry about crossing the Rockies, man, until you go west of Denver. Because what they call that, Jesse, the Front Range or the Back Range, where you go down there.
See, then, Shabaka, now we going to be leaving Colorado smoked out and going downhill, trying to go down a mountain. And I don't know if that's going to work.
Yeah.
Well, just make sure you got some good brakes because it is steep.
I'm gonna just bring a parachute. I'm gonna bring a parachute with me.
So you have to bring some skis.
Anyway, Shabaka, I'm sleeping on your couch. When I get over there, just let you know.
I know how to ski, Jesse. I just don't know how to snowboard.
Okay.
All right, come on, press play. Please.
Well, go to Colorado. You'll learn, man, if you go through that Eisenhower Tunnel, man, and up there you're going to be up. What's that place, man, Jesse, where they try to hit Kobe with that charge? Or
I'm finna go ski down the Cahokia Pyramid this year. Stop it.
Nice. We got pyramids out here, too.
Of course, you in the Grand Canyon. Stop it. Stop it, Jesse.
No, the Grand Canyon's in the Arizona crew.
We in the Four Corners.
Jesse can parachute from Denver and fly down to the Grand Canyon.
He probably could, because that's why they call Denver Mile High. It's 5280.
Yep.
No, they call it Mile High because they smoked a mile-long blunt.
Yeah, they got that there, too.
All right, so moving along.
I'm sorry, Jesse. You know us old niggas had to.
Goddamn right, man. Y'all just won't shut up. Nah, we can never ever get through a show.
So
hey, child. Hey. Never mind. I'm sorry.
We're going to the place where one of the places where my family on my dad's side is from, Waukegan. Illinois.
That's where my stepmom is from. That's where my stepbrothers are from. What? Waukegan?
Yes. So
sounds like American Indian name, doesn't it?
Yes.
Hey, Jesse, might as well check out the Outlaws too, man, if you're going to be up there in the mill.
No, we're not going all the way up to the mill.
It's me that's leaving. I'm going on a vacation. He ain't going nowhere.
She's going to Las Vegas.
I got to go to a couple places.
Where in Las Vegas you going, Lady Che?
Goddamn apartment. Chewbacca, you're going to let me sleep on the couch?
Ask her offline. Let Jesse finish the thing.
Right.
I got my people from Tulsa listening too. Chewbacca, and they gonna think me and you crazy.
I've been to Tulsa, and I got to go back there and see that brother at that spot called 1921.
Right. She gonna say you can't come back there because we can't get through the stream.
Right.
She gonna say we both can't come back.
The next video is out of Waukegan, Illinois, and it's a Latina with a Mexican flag on her car. She got sworn by ICE. And why did
I think I saw that video.
Why did the Latinos vote for Trump?
So in Waukegan, Illinois, ICE is out there and also, in Chicago and many areas. Now, this one woman, ICE is looking for anybody and they can profile. So this one woman has a big old Mexico flag on the hood of her car.
Stupid.
Now, you would think that you would want to have that big Mexico flag on your car with ICE acting the way they're acting and they can't erase your profile. But I want y'all to watch what happened with ICE.
Get out of the car! Get out! Get out! No! Get out!
Well, this shit is crazy.
Say it ain't showing the video. My bad. It's showing it.
We don't need a warrant.
I got the entire outfit for all of them.
You fucking pussies!
Damn.
I got the entire outfit for all of them. They don't even have real boots on. What the fuck?
There's a vehicle coming.
What is your name? Mariana Fajardo. Is there a number that we can call?
That sounds like a deported name.
Diana.
Repeat the number.
What is your name?
What's the number? On the sidewalk.
How old are you?
You're arresting me.
Bring her back. The black bag out of the car.
Listen, hey,
Bring it.
let me talk to her. No, I'm going to take your car. Sir, I hear you, sir. Jordan, I hear you, sir. I'm going to take your car someplace. You'll know what he did. Just give me a car, all right?
We need to back up, right? This is an active force.
I understand. Do that. I'm just letting her know. All right? I'm going to take your car, and you let me know. We'll get in. So just listen. Just do what they say. Just do what they say. All right, sir.
These are in the bag.
Can you get them for you? All right, we'll get. I'll get it. Okay. All right. Let me try to get it. Let me get it. I'm gonna get your keys from them. All right. Just these.
Those are the keys.
Okay. All right. Are you sure these are the keys? All right. I'm gonna have somebody come and get the car. Just guys, you're killing my.
They're destroying the city, man.
I know. Right now, ma'am. Hey, get in the car. Tell her to get in the car. Tell her to get in the car.
Get in the car.
You're not arresting me for anything.
Stay on the sidewalk. Don't answer any questions.
Hey, stay off the sidewalk.
I'm not doing anything. You're the ones that are fucking harassing me.
Right. It's okay. Don't let.
You're in the country illegally. That's what you're doing.
Stop it. That's what they.
I get it.
Hey, Jesse, Lady J, I break in your window and I'm sitting on your couch talking about I am not doing anything.
I'm gonna go.
What the fuck are you doing in my house?
Everybody, let him go. Everybody, let him do the job.
Boy, that's a nice ass car. Yeah.
Hey, Shabbat. Shabbat.
Yeah.
If I break in your window and I'm sitting on your couch eating a sandwich, oh, I'm not doing anything, Shabaka. I'm not.
No,
What am
brother.
I doing in your house?
Okay, but that's the sit there cool abuse to do such a thing. I don't think you won't, man. You'll be in the morgue with a toe on your tag.
Well, what am I? I'm not doing nothing. I'm just sitting on your couch.
This woman here got pulled out the car.
And then I would decorate the wall.
They're saying that she is a U.S. citizen, but there's a reason why they still took her, right? We don't know what's the issue with that. But here's the thing, and we got to get into this conversation. You know, these other groups, they've come over here, they think they're yours, but a lot of people within her community voted for Trump. A lot of them did. And Trump specifically said he was going to do a lot of mass deportations. Okay? Now, common sense would say, if he wants to do a lot of mass deportations, and in my group, there's a lot of people that will be affected by that. Even people within my own family, could be my mom, my dad, it could be me, right? Why would I support any candidate that was going to target my community? That would be like Trump running for office and say, hey, I'm going to mass incarcerate black people in a way y'all never seen ever in this history. And I'm going to get rid of the 3-strike law and I'm going to put it to 1 strike. So if they go to jail, they get a life sentence on 1 strike, right?
No,
and so if you get me in office, I'm going to put all them black people in jail. Let's say he ran on that. Do you really think we as black people will be like, oh, well, shoot, man, I'm going to vote for Trump anyway? No, we going to get out of here and we go not get this guy, because you look at the first term when he said he was going to do something, he did it. Say, okay, yeah, we're going to go out here and make sure to vote against this dude, right? But yet, Latinos went out and voted for him, and yet he was promised to come after them. So basically, they're getting what they voted for. Let's call it what it is. They're getting what they voted for. Now you have different ones break it down and say, "Oh well, it was this group. It was the Cubans. It was the Venezuelans that's here legally. It's this group, that group. It wasn't us." Look, America put y'all underneath one umbrella. I know y'all want to delineate and all that when it comes to this all that voting and all of that, but check this out. The group that has the largest numbers in this country, that's considered Latin American, is Mexicans. Mexicans that have way more numbers than anybody else in this country. There's a lot of Mexicans, and she had a Mexico flag on her car.
It's not true.
A lot of Mexicans voted for Trump.
Not true.
If y'all gonna go vote Republican in the midterm, because Republicans trying to get y'all out of here. Now with us as Black Americans, we have no dog in that
Latino
fight.
is the biggest.
But it's just interesting to see how when you think
Puerto
that you can
Ricans,
side with white
Venezuelans,
supremacy,
and all of that, all Spanish speaking.
and some of you,
It's
not all,
Mexicans.
but some of you was trying to talk bad about us as Black Americans. We tried to tell y'all about how these people down with them. Some of you wanted to marry into your families and all of that.
No, they delineate, crew. Like Mexicans don't want to have shit to do with no Puerto Ricans.
So no, this is what I'm talking about though, Jesse. So they put them all in the Latino group, right? Latino, right? So they say it's the biggest growing group or whatever, right? But it's not. The Germans are the biggest group, and then after that, it's Black Americans.
Right.
Then it's the damn Latinos, and you got to split them up between Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, you know what I mean, Venezuelans, Dominicans, and all of that. They don't all get along. In California, they're not the same Latinos that are here in Chicago.
No.
Chicago, we got some Puerto Ricans, and we have Mexicans.
Yeah.
Texas, they got all Mexicans. Ain't no Puerto Ricans out there. California, ain't no damn Puerto Ricans.
Right. Same thing with Colorado. We don't really have no Puerto Ricans out here.
So that's what I'm saying. They try to put all the Latinos in one group, which is not. Mexicans and Puerto Ricans don't get along.
No, they don't. And they'll cuss you out if you call them.
Just like a Korean and a Chinese. You go to the Korean store and say, "Hey, Chinese," and start speaking Chinese. That motherfucker look at you like you stupid.
And vice versa.
Over the last 4 years, when the gates were wide open and everybody and their mama was coming, the big old caravans of lots of other people coming over from 9 countries.
Yeah.
Right. Those were all for the Latin diaspora. Right. Those were Venezuelans, Salvadorians, Cubans, Dominicans, Panamanians. They were all coming from that angle.
Hondurans.
And then when they came through Mexico, they picked up the little Mexican caravan and they came trotting through, right?
Yeah.
So this is what the problem is, that now that the Democrats had their hand in all of that, they were giving all these free goodies and giveaways.
Yeah.
Like they were able to pass through and get an ID, get sponsored, somebody sponsored them or whatever. They were able to look at the DMV. The DMV is hella dirty. You see it in several states. People are taking money like rats just to give them
who the hell sponsored them, though, Lady Tay? I'm not finna sponsor no damn dirty Mexican. I don't care how much you.
Rats.
In our state alone.
Shabaka, you ain't gonna sponsor. Look, you know me. Like, you ain't gonna sponsor me. I'm sorry, Lady Tay, but you ain't gonna sponsor me.
In our state, we just saw
throw
these whole like what do you call it, finding job things with
fairs. They had hidden job fairs.
They had these fairs
for illegal immigrants.
Motherfuckers $100 to sponsor a family, right?
Secret job fairs.
And white people were sponsoring them and bringing them into their house.
Yep.
Right? They wouldn't bring any of the homeless, unhoused people.
Yep.
They were bringing in specifically them.
Mm-hmm.
They come to our city council chambers and make all these ridiculous demands. But
you lazy.
Our city mayor was funding all of this.
Mm-hmm.
So now he wants to pass a budget that was already.
Lady Trey, what they said out here? You lazy.
They were worried about the winter. They were worried about these motherfuckers and their shitlets. You know what I mean? Not to mention, these motherfuckers brought measles over.
Yep.
Right? It affected our children.
Mm-hmm.
Measles. God damn it! I don't even know what a fucking measles is. But I know I have vaccines for that. Right? They invaded the infrastructure in the school, and now our hospital, our indigent hospital, is meant for the poor, bankrupt. You see what I'm saying? Is like doesn't have the money.
They're flooding our resources, Lady Che.
Yes, they bankrupt the health.
That's what I'm saying. But these motherfuckers were getting
schools.
sponsors through white people sponsors. They were getting I just confirmed it, a $5,000 EBT card every month. I confirmed it last week for
thank Eric Adams for that, Lady J.
Money,
he
right?
started a trend with that.
Look,
and
I could be broke as hell, right? And I could come visit y'all, right?
I'm for the soil. I'm a citizen, right? I don't get nowhere near that. I get $200 for food stamps, guys.
That's what I'm saying, Lady Che, right?
Racks, 5.
Listen, Lady Che.
That's ridiculous. And they wonder why we're pissed off and why you're putting these aliens in front of actual citizens before the actual. This is like Democrats want to hide behind the shit, but now that Trump's over there cleaning him out, he has to fucking decipher what part of the world do these motherfuckers come from.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They're getting a pass. They got a pass. They got a temporary visas, things like that. And then they get them over. There's only one in Colorado. There's only one sanctuary city, and it's Denver. Okay, and he moved them all the way to Aurora and shuffled them all throughout the other cities and paid for them to be in the brand new gentrified apartments.
Yep.
I watched it happen. I swear to you on my blood that goes.
They was dropping off whole bus loads.
Whole bus loads right down the street from before Jesse moved. Right down the street, blacked out buses. Right? They didn't even have a destination. These motherfuckers are still everywhere.
Is asking me how to get to wherever.
And we can't even take the bus anywhere because they're everywhere. And that and the musty ass high school kids, yeah. So I'm just saying. So what I'm saying is that Democrats should get no votes. They have to clean it out. But nobody's going to replace that money that was given to all these people because they couldn't eat our shelter food. It's too cold. They're tropical people. Woo, woo, woo. That's just what we heard the other day, right?
Yeah.
A bitch said, I'm standing, there's 43 families, so crazy. 4,000 families ahead of her. Help her.
Yeah, she's on a wait list or something.
Like some crazy shit like that. I was like,
go wait in your homeland.
Exactly.
You're putting out actual people. They don't fail.
Build your homeland while you waiting to come over to our homeland that's already built.
Because they're too, right? So now they're just creating more homelessness just to lock everybody up. You see what I'm saying? So he didn't really stop on the unhoused situation, just created it and make it bigger. And now we're further in debt. And that Tabor building, what's this fuck was talking about? What's his name? Hakeem.
Yeah.
Yeah. The man was talking.
Hakeem Jeffries.
Yeah, he's talking about a Tabor. Tabor here used to be.
He's a tether.
Yeah.
Now the Tabor is 120, 170, 137.
Yeah.
To compensate for these individuals. You see what I'm saying? There you go.
No, but like I was saying, Lady Che.
Go for it. I'm done talking.
So you got your 200 stats, right? If I come visit, right, for a day or two, right?
Hoops and loops. You don't know how I have to do to get that.
No, but you get what I'm saying? If you got that, you can sponsor me for a day or two, right? Oh, I'm coming to visit, right? You can cook dinner and this, that, right?
I'm going to take care of my family.
Right, for a day or two, right?
Yeah.
No, now I'm finna just. Oh, hey Jesse, put me a spot over there next to the couch. I got an air mattress and shit, and Lady Chase stamp finna. You get me?
Yeah.
We don't
That
worry.
shit ain't finna work, right?
Hell no.
No, it would work because there's.
You get me? I better start door dashing. I better
No,
start.
you don't want to do DoorDash, dog.
No, I do DoorDash. So. No, what I'm saying is though, right? It's good for a day or two, right?
Yeah.
Listen.
But other than that, I gotta start paying my way, right?
Right.
We don't do family that way. These people ain't our family. These people are aliens.
No, I'm saying even if I am family, right? You still only got me for a damn day or two, cause I still gotta pull my weight, cause that's how we move as FBA.
Yeah, we have a discussion prior. I guess.
Y'all can come out here, but I'm finna put y'all on the job on day 2.
Right.
You get me? Either chop some firewood, or somebody gotta learn how to cook. Somebody gotta know how to cook. Somebody gotta take some weight off of me so I can do some extra shit to keep y'all here.
Right.
But
That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying like y'all gotta pay the damn mortgage or nothing.
Right.
No,
But like if I come up there, right, I gotta pay my weight after a day or two, right? If y'all come out here, y'all gotta pay y'all weight.
Right.
But what you're saying is reasonable, crew. What they had no reason. There's no reasoning. They came to take.
Right. And we don't do that. What we do as FBA is we.
Yeah.
Right. Shabaka, I don't even like you, right?
Oh my God.
But goddamn it, I'll come chill with you. No, but I'll come chill with you and we'll go make money.
Well, I don't have a problem with that as long as it's legal.
Correct. It'll be legal and like I ain't gonna do shit to you. You ain't gonna do shit to me. Like it's just gonna be up on the up and up, straight business.
Different.
Yeah.
You get me? Like we can do that as FBA.
Right.
Yeah, but also too, crew, keep in mind also too, Brother Che, getting a business license here, man, in Las Vegas, man, you know, everybody's here, man, because you're going to have to pay the state, you're going to have to pay Clark County, and you're going to have to pay the city of Las Vegas.
I'm going to have a Wyoming business license. But either way, it doesn't matter. All I'm saying is I'm going to do straight business with you.
Right, but we
I don't care if I like you or don't like you. I'm gonna do straight business with you, and if you do bogus business with me, I'm gonna be on it.
What I'm saying, Ray, is this. This is what I'm saying.
Well, the feeling is mutual on that, you know.
We know how to maneuver. We all got fucking home training. We all know how to behave, right? And when we go to other places, we know how to conduct ourselves accordingly. We were all raised with home training, right? These individuals were outside doing struggle sexual activities and picking out the children to the unhoused, okay? You never know who's unhoused and what they got going on, right? So they were doing the most and collecting benefits. You see sisters come into the city council asking, demanding help, demanding.
Shout out to Cookies. He
right?
helped put a sister up that came.
Right. So and they ignored that sister. So we keep going in on it, but they weren't ignoring the aliens that came in and bombarded our fucking city council. City council is an American thing for us because we're fucking citizens.
Right. So how I'm gonna know you and Che.
Hey, Randall Robinson.
And then I'm gonna just bring some foreigner. You get me? And I know Lady Che, I know El Che. And I got a spot, but I'm gonna put a damn foreigner in there before I put y'all in there. That's crazy.
And that's exactly what these crackers did out here.
And they managed to get the unhoused shelters closed. You see what I'm saying? The mayor didn't solve homelessness.
No.
He's creating it. So I'm just saying that. I'm just saying all that, you know what I mean? Because it's important.
Well, that's the same thing. That's the same thing we were saying out here in Chicago.
Yeah.
Oh, they running up in here in the black neighborhoods. Well, y'all put the damn immigrants in our damn neighborhoods. So that's what y'all got to get them out of. If y'all to put them motherfuckers in the white neighborhoods, y'all have been go and get them out the white neighborhoods, and white folks have been getting. You get them?
Black in the areas that are being gentrified, and that way and hit them in the like.
They steady doing the same shit over and over, and we're good on that, and we're putting them on point.
Yep.
And we're putting them on notice. Like, look, everybody is on notice right now. Everybody is on notice right now. Stop fucking with us, FBA, because we'll fuck you up.
Right.
Like, we're a smaller population. Well, no, we are a bigger, we're a bigger population worldwide, globally, than the Jews are.
Yeah, but listen to what Uncle Phil is talking about.
You know that, Lady Tay?
Because, like, no, listen. He's talking about us mobilizing and going and making our demands, protesting and whatever the fuck you just said. And I'm like, no, we said tangibles or no vote.
And we're the swing vote.
Not to keep giving them ideas for them to continue to fuck us around.
But what I'm saying though, Lady Tay, is like, if you look at the Jewish population globally, Black Americans are bigger than the Jewish population globally.
Yep.
Yep, but it's a hate
Just
crime.
our 13% of the American population is bigger than the Jewish population globally.
Yep.
So if they can do it, we can do it. And we'll do it better because they're Jewish. We are the actual Judites.
Right.
But anyways, that gets into some religious shit.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jesse.
Khalid Muhammad. He said we're not Semitic people. Like he said anti-Semitic, we're not Semitic.
Right.
How are we anti-Semitic and we are the Semites?
Not
bondage. So that's it.
We're not. That's
we are the Semites.
Right.
He had a good understanding.
All right, I gotta move on. So the next topic is
okay, but go on. Let me say this right here, Brother Che, before you started. Okay, but Crew got a point on that because Abdel Gamal Nasser, who was the president of Egypt before Anwar Sadat, he said, "How did the Jewish people leave here as black and came back as white?" He said that way back in 1970, I think.
Because they left as Jews and came back as Jewish.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
you're right.
Came back as
I got a good friend of mine, that is very, very scholarly on that. You familiar with him, Brother Che?
Yeah.
We had him on Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced, but just please don't say his name.
Shabaka, we are the Judites. Like us,
I got a friend of mine, man.
The
He's
few
very
of us that
scholarly
got
on
sent
that.
from Africa, and then most of us that were already here, we are the Judites. We are the Anunnaki. We are the people that ask a West African. Shabaka, this is what I want to ask you. Ask a West African about their history and where did their ancestors come from. Ask a West African that, hey, Shabaka, where did the West African ancestors come from?
West Africa.
No, they came from west of the Sahara across the Great Sea. That's where the West Africans, the Ghanaians, the Nigerians, all their ancestors came from, west of the Sahara across the Great Sea. That's where their ancestors came from, according to their own oral traditions.
Okay. You talking about the griots? Okay.
No, I'm talking about the Anunnaki, the Americans.
Yeah.
Okay, wait a minute. How do you spell Anunnaki, Crew?
I jumping the gun. I'm gonna talk about.
I am gun. Jump the gun. You find yourself in front of the barrel. I'm sorry, Jesse. No, ANNUNAKI.
Make sure y'all tune into tomorrow's episode because I'm gonna go into all of that. That's just Indigenous Peoples Day. I'm definitely gonna go in on all of that.
Right, and I'm doing RBA after this.
Jesse, you better let me on. You better let me on. Hey, but no, Shabaka, the West Africans, their oral tradition says that their ancestors, the West Africans, the Ghanaians, the damn Nigerians, all of them, they said their ancestors came from west of the Sahara.
That's like
across the Great Sea.
Years ago, on a religious network, she was
actually Africa is the cradle of civilization.
Thank you so much. Y'all hit that thumbs up button.
That's
Share. Okay.
With the Lucy
enough
discovery.
I talked about this before.
Oh, Vicky W.
On shit.
Luzia was in America.
All right, hey, we're gonna try to get through this program because planned it.
Yeah, we're not gonna do this right now because we're gonna go down a rabbit hole that I don't feel like going down 2 nights, but we can go down it on the next episode.
We're going on tomorrow.
I'm going to do the
Indigenous People Day. How about that, Jesse? Is that cool?
Yep, that's
and I'm doing the article. Press play.
And it's very, very interesting because I had to expose this. Now, a lot of folks have different types of people have been watching this particular video that I'm going to show you. Let me get the sound up. This is under the Copyright Act.
Something we may have been hearing a lot from farmers is.
Let me get this ready. Hold on, y'all. Everybody hit that thumbs up button, share. Now, I want to show you all just a brief clip. This is a lady a few weeks ago. This is fairly recently. She was actually running for office. Her name is Sarah Tabor. She was actually, I think, running for a position. She's a farmer. She was working as a farm hand at one time, and then she owns her own farm. Y'all, she revealed some very interesting information. Of course, y'all know I have to do my research and back up some of the stuff that I hear folks say. But family, when I did this network, people tripping out, I didn't know this. So I want to share my family here. Yes, I see you, Keys. That's one of my lone supporters there too. Family, listen to something that she says, and she specifically, the context of this brief clip that you're gonna watch, the context of this is she's talking specifically about white farmers, right? Now she's a Democrat, but she privately talked to some of the conservative and Republican farmers, stuff that they would normally not share with other folks. She'll briefly talk about the fact that there's some stuff, some of them didn't want to go on camera. So that's why we talk about she leaking some of this information, because some of this stuff that people don't. But anyway, family, y'all listen to this. I want you to listen to a little bit of something that she reveals here. I'm sure you all remember and are aware of the fight, right? That some of our Black farmers have dealt with. Now, I talked a little bit about that many times before over the years, right? Now, one man in particular named John Boyd, he's a Black farmer. He's known as an activist, though. There are many other Black farmers that are out there, obviously, but he's the one that's been out there in public in terms of his group, his organization of Black farmers coming together and crisscrossing the country to really press for the billions, somebody say billions, that the farmers are owed from the U.S. government. Yes? That's right, cool, Kesey. $2 billion is insane, precious. Well, I've covered Mr. John Boyd many times in the past and in the recent history, right? So just before the presidential election, before Trump, how many of y'all know under the Democrats were refusing to do right by them to issue the checks? They've been suing y'all since Jim Crow, no exaggeration. And then so when it was finally ruled in their favor that they supposed to get a couple of $3, talk black to me, couple three. Somebody say couple three. When it was finally ruled in their favor that they were supposed to get a couple of $3, the Democrats started stalling out. So Mr. John Boyd and the Black Farmers Association came forward and told the Democrats, they said, look, we've been voting for y'all, we've been playing with y'all, we've been supporting y'all, we've been covering for y'all. But if y'all don't issue us some checks before this election, see, that's what they did right before the election. They said that they told them that we're going to sit down and talk to the Republicans. So lo and behold, the Biden administration magically issued a couple of checks. Are y'all listening? Yes, that's exactly right, lady. Sun vibes. We are supposed to vibe. I'm talking about watch the whole broadcast. If you just come in, hit that thumbs up button, shit. So in case y'all don't know, I have covered Mr. John Boyd. I'm trying to see if his picture is in this particular article here. This is a separate one. This is one of the headlines. I want y'all to look this up when you get a chance. This is from NPR, this particular article that says here, this headline, can y'all see this headline? USDA issues payments to address discrimination. It says USDA issues payments to address discrimination against Black farmers. Now that article that you just saw is from 2024, yes? Somebody said massive respect. So yes, precious. Just to give y'all a little background, it says that Black farmers got $1 billion in USDA payments to address discrimination in farm loans for decades. Somebody say decades. The decades she's talking about is Jim Crow decades. For decades, Black farmers and others have argued that they've been left behind by the USDA's lending programs. I'm going to give y'all a little bit of history about that here in a minute. It says that this week, the U.S. Department of Agriculture announced the rollout of a long-awaited program. So I say long-awaited program aimed at addressing past discrimination. For decades, Black farmers and others have argued that they've been left behind by the USDA's lending programs. When running for president in 2020, Biden vowed to fix that and bring more equity to farming. So how far does this new program go in accomplishing that? Well, NPR's political reporter, Ms. Pastillo, has been following this program. She does this interview related to that, but I'm just trying to get you all to see how the Democrats know that this has been a big deal, and they've been talking about this for quite some time. And so the Black farmers basically had to hold this over the heads of the Democrats for the Democrats to even issue that little measly $2 billion. Somebody say measly $2 billion. Measly. Somebody say measly. Now, I want to say real quick. This picture, in case y'all don't know.
What Vicky said about you, Shabaka. Measly Shabaka.
Pass and
well, as long as she come correct, she ain't got to worry about getting sued.
This is the man I'm talking about. Y'all know y'all recognize
Shabaka,
Mr. John Boyd.
You don't even want to go down south, so you can't
y'all
even
see that
date
tractor back there.
No, I already been down south, brother. Heard too much screaming on the spiritual plane. The Emmett Tills.
This article, y'all, is from
my uncle was John Deere.
Last summer, right? I just want y'all to see.
We go down
AP.
south.
Listen, Black and other minority farmers. Y'all see the headline?
It's blurred. Black and other minority farmers are getting $2 billion from the Agriculture Department after years of discrimination.
I did another bit of commentary on him some months ago, because I told you I stay on top of these topics. Y'all be like, moving on. No, I don't move on. I move on when justice is had, and when I don't apply enough pressure, the ship shakes up. Then we have to keep the pressure on. Somebody put a stiletto in the chat for me. Somebody put a stiletto in the chat.
Shit.
If y'all don't know, the Vicky show is a home of the Hanks and Gavel raps. One of my long times came up
there
with
go
that
the
phrase
gavel
for
for you, Shabaka.
I'll be clapping my hands and bamming the gavel. Somebody put a cowboy boot in the chat. Somebody put some stilettos in the chat. Yeah, Cool Keezy and others. Y'all listen. Black and others. So they every time they want to do something for Black folks, they want to,
Cool
blackmail us to make sure that
your
everybody
name
else
3
gets the goodies
times.
too. Even though we're the only one that didn't do it, this kind of stuff. Listen.
Yeah.
So I just got to give y'all a bit of history before I play this clip. The Biden administration has doled out more than $2 billion in direct payments for Black and other minority farmers discriminated against by the U.S. Department of Agriculture. The president announced Wednesday. Now, when did I say this article? But this is the AP. I showed you a different one from NPR, the first one. But I wanted to find the one that so you can see his picture. So that's why I moved from that. But anyway, this one is from 2024 too, right? July 2024. Mr. John Boyd, but they gave it to other people too. Mm-hmm. Keep listening. More than 23,000 farmers were approved for payments ranging from $10,000 to $500,000, according to the USDA. Another 20,000 who planned to start a farm but did not receive USDA loan received between $3,500 and $6,000. So how many of y'all know, even though they owe billions and billions of dollars, and I'm talking about just the Black farmers, but they made the Black farmers suffer and get money for the other people too, that didn't suffer Jim Crow lynching and other stuff like us. But nevertheless, some of the Black farmers got some money. So the Black farmers had to threaten.
I want to ask Shabaka, how many Africans were involved with that?
If you all, we're gonna sit down with the Republicans and y'all gonna cut these checks.
How many Africans didn't get their farms? How many Africans were involved with what Vicky is talking about?
They were owed more. I think they
may have gotten some more since then, but that's a little bit of money. Now, how many of y'all know that if you've been waiting since Jim Crow to get money that was owed to you because you were discriminated against?
What does that have to do with us Americans?
How many of y'all know that if a lot of those checks range from $10,000 to $500,000. How many of y'all know that right before the election, when you see a wire coming in for $300,000, that make you say, "Oh, okay, that might do something." How many of y'all know that for $500 million, you know you owe way more, but you like this something though. This something though. I can make payroll for a year. Talk black to me, somebody.
Yeah.
How many of y'all know that when you see even that what they say between 10,000 and 100,000? How many of y'all know if you're a smaller farmer getting that
Hey,
10,000?
if you owe me $50,000, dog, $20 of work, right?
Thank y'all for putting the stilettos and the boots in the chat for me. We got to keep our foot on their necks.
What you think,
Well,
Jesse?
I want y'all to keep that in mind because I want to remind you all just who these folks are.
If you owe me $50,000, $20 of work.
I've talked about this many times before, but before I go there, I want y'all to see something that just happened. Somebody said just a few weeks ago.
No, I mean $20 of work for a start.
I said just a few weeks ago, this lady who I just mentioned to you before, I skipped already because I wanted to give y'all a background on Mr. John Boyd and
that proves you owe me.
Plight to let you all know the recent thing that they had to do
maybe
to pull a magic trick on the Democrats to even get that little two measly $1 billion.
Once you pay me the $20, then that proves you owe me the debt.
Way more, right?
So I'll just tell you to stop paying me when you stop paying. You know what I mean?
Some information from this white lady who's a farmer. She used to be a farmhand. She has her own farm and stuff, I believe now. Anyway, she was running for office. She's very knowledgeable about a lot of stuff that's going on with these white farmers, right?
Yeah,
she's white. In the context of this clip that I want you to listen to, is specifically her talking about white farmers.
You get what I'm saying, Jesse?
Sarah Tabor.
Like, as soon as you pay me that first $20, I don't care if it's $50,000, $20,000, whatever. As soon as you pay me that first $20, okay, then you acknowledge the debt is owed.
Do to us. She's about the white farmers, right? She said we weren't.
So just finish paying me.
U.S. farmers
just finish paying me when I feel like I'm home.
Hurt our businesses. And a lot of
that's how we're doing them.
Voted for him anyway. Want to know why? That's what this is about, okay, y'all? I'm giving y'all. I said.
Right. Yeah.
A lot of people don't watch this video, but mainstream media isn't talking about this. Watch this. Talk to us, Sarah.
Hi, I'm a farmer, and something we may have been hearing a lot from farmers is we're having a big emergency financially because of the tariffs and the trade war. And something I keep hearing is we were lied to. We didn't think Trump would do this. So as someone who is a farmer and was a farmer during the
got your heads bumped.
2024
like
election cycle. In fact, I was running for office as Commissioner of Agriculture in my home state of North Carolina. Let me tell you what the conversation in agriculture was actually like. I can't recall anybody who actually thought Trump wasn't going to start a trade war. What do you mean we were lied to? Everyone knew this was going to happen. Because for one thing, he was running on starting a trade war with China again. And for another, he already did it once. Everybody knew this was going to happen. Everybody in agriculture knew this was going to happen. And as someone who's a farmer and you know, not necessarily aligned politically with most farmers.
Still better than Kamala.
Just like most people do. Oh, I should mention, yeah, in 2024, I was running as a Democrat.
Well, at least Trump
so
was
I was
telling you how he
talking with
honestly
farmers, and I was talking about politics with people.
Kamala was going to flood us with immigrants.
Because he ran on that, he
Yeah,
campaigned on that, and he already did it
There's
once.
old
Everybody
saying
knew
from
he was
South
going to do this.
Central LA.
So family, I need y'all to really understand what this white lady named Sarah is saying.
Never apologize
She's talking
for how
about
you
her white
honestly
colleague
feel.
farmers, mostly.
And if you ever go to South Central LA, crew, don't let nobody know you from the side.
I am never coming to California. I hope California falls off the map.
Yankee Doodle.
Yeah, I would love to see the shoreline here at Nevada. You know, I really would.
I'm talking about every part, including where you used to
She said they knew, baby. She said they knew
it will
that Trump was going to do this and then wait till the other so she getting ready. It's going to be explosive. I'm going to go through it real fast. Why are you laughing at me, Miss Lisa? Yankee Doodle went to town and stuff. Y'all put them horses in the chat. Put all the farm stuff in the chat for me. So she said they
Vegas
knew.
Can go too.
Not only because Trump campaigned that
well,
he was going to start a
everybody's
trade
here,
war,
man. You know what I'm saying? All the good fellas is here.
Affects disproportionately farmers. She said when Trump was in office the first time, he did some shady stuff.
Stop talking.
He imposed a whole lot of unjust tariffs and a lot of economic sanctions against China. How many of y'all know that when Biden got into office, the Biden administration kept Trump's anti-China in place? I don't know that. But the Biden administration about their hate toward China. I see the Yankee Doodles with the time.
How are farmers whose job depends on exports going to support a guy who is promising to destroy their business. I got an opportunity to sit down with the fist, you know, and credit to him, he did sit down with me because I was running as a Democrat. A lot of farm spokespeople just wouldn't. And I asked,
now be quiet. Now, let me stop right there. I want to, and it's the reason why I'm cutting up this video, y'all, for online reasons, okay? Now, notice she said not only was she an insider for North Carolina, she was running an actual government position herself, but she said about, right? Thank you for them chickens in the chat. Talk black to me. Somebody put the chickens, the roosters, all up. I want us to get back interested in farming, black family. I'm gonna tell you why in a minute. You're gonna hear her tell why. Oh, she talking to black folks about it, and she don't know how Vicky Dilla was gonna use this. I talked about it everywhere, baby. I'm gonna tell it. Vicky Dilla is gonna be on other platforms telling it. I'm gonna tell it here, there, and everywhere. Yankee Doodle went to Vicky, please, girl. Watch this. So then,
now how you gonna present Bill Gates buying up all the farmland?
Now, mind you,
say that's a problem.
So she really leaking this information. They don't want to come out and say what they know. But watch this, y'all. Listen, okay? Brother said, "Tell it like it is." I gotta tell it like it is, baby. Listen, here she go.
Point blank, I said, "Hey, we all know this is gonna happen. We all know this is his plan to start a trade war that is gonna hurt your businesses just like it did last time. We all know this, right?" He said, "Explain to me why we're supporting this guy. Make it make sense to me." I said,
because you assholes went out and voted for that trick,
you know,
lady.
I am a Democrat, so you'll have no trouble speaking to me like I'm five. So let's start with that. And he said, "Listen, we understand there's some risks with being part of the Trump coalition. We understand there's some risks to us, but we also understand that there are going to be some benefits." And
y'all, what did she say?
Boiled ice cubes and fried ice cream.
She said, "We know this. Trump did a trade war against us. It was devastating. But there's going to be some rewards." So she said they knew all the stuff that he did before. They knew he was going to do the tariffs. They knew it was going to mess with their business. Y'all listen, right? Y'all hit that thumbs up button. Share, share, share. Thumbs up, share, share, share. And family, don't forget, you can still get your mini gavels. I still got some oud oils, just a few, because most of them.
And we got advertising space here for sale too at Front Line Blacc.
I got a handful left. I got some more coming later on. So y'all be patient with me. But go on to my website, get your little magazines, get your gavels, and get your Talk Black to Me t-shirts. And tag me with your Talk Black to Me t-shirts, and you may be on one of my social media platforms too with your t-shirts on. Okay. Okay.
Now you gonna have to pay me, lady.
Thumbs up, thumbs up. If one of y'all could put my website in there. VickyPlanet.com. One of my moderators put it in the chat.
Happy to put it in there, sister. You got to pay us.
He wouldn't elaborate beyond that. But let's
wait a minute.
This just a minute.
She said he wouldn't elaborate beyond that. They don't want us to know all this, y'all. Are y'all listening?
That right now.
I done hit the wrong button.
From coalition, we understand there's some risks to us.
Hold on, I got to get it back to where I wanted to go.
And I asked him point blank. I said, "Hey, we all know this is going to happen. We all know this is his plan to start a trade war that is going to hurt your businesses just like it did last time. We all know this, right?" He said, "Yep, yeah, we know." And I said, "Then explain to me why we're supporting this guy.
Why?
Make it make sense to me." I said, "Explain it to me like I'm five, because, you know, I am a Democrat and we understand there's some risks with being part of the Trump coalition. We understand there's some risks to us. But we also understand that there are going to be some benefits." And he wouldn't elaborate beyond that. But let's unpack this.
He wouldn't elaborate. Y'all listening?
Yeah, she got her head bumped.
Look forward.
I got a bridge in San Francisco for sale.
Last time Trump did this,
hell, I got
just
two
gave
of them.
farmers a lot of free money. So I'm sure people listen.
One of them was called the Golden Gate. I let you have it for $100,000.
She said last time. That means
I got a sign in Hollywood.
Years prior to that. She said
he
paid them some money before. Black family, Mr. John Boyd and all the other black farmers. Did you all know that Trump hooked up the white farmers with some other benefits before? Did y'all know that?
That ain't no surprise.
I said, did y'all know that? I'm trying to pin the website link. I didn't hit the wrong button. Cool Keezy. And Vicky looking too good, telling it too with the Lord, I'm not playing with y'all. My mask is out there, y'all. Somebody pay y'all to say all this stuff. But listen, I'm trying to pin. Okay, here it is. Y'all, this is where you go to my website to check out my store to get all the products that I just mentioned. Let me see. Can I pin it? Pin. Y'all, look, I be trying to do it, y'all, without the help with the people and stuff. I be needing help, y'all. Y'all listen, okay? She said he did it before. I'm trying to get y'all to see. Hear me? I said some of this was secret. Mainstream media wasn't covering this.
That in a second, because it's Thursday, the 11th of September, and that hasn't happened yet. Let's talk about what else Trump has done for farmers. He did to do slavery on farms and get away with it. And I don't even mean 13th Amendment, which is already technically legal.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, he made it easier to bring in H-2A workers and treat them like trash. Okay, he made it easier to do that. There were some reforms to the H-2A system in 2024 because we found that a lot of people were abusing it and enslaving workers, keeping them trapped in this country, keeping them from leaving, threatening their families to force them to work harder.
Now I want you, hold. Let me stop. How many of y'all been hearing about these H-1B visas and all this stuff? She want the farmers to take advantage of some of those visa programs, even though some of them different for the farmers. But they still similar. She said he allowed them to take advantage of it so that they can keep cheap labor on their farms. She even talks about later how some of the folks, some of the farm workers, y'all know how Trump told us he was going to go home. And because of those visa restrictions and stuff, that some of the farmers will contact some of the migrants here in America and get their family to talk them into staying there so they can get cheap money using them visa programs. Exactly. All of them ties to the illegals. Y'all see that? So while they sit there playing with the visa and not telling you how Trump particularly doing all this other kind of stuff with similar visa programs. Are y'all listening? Some of the here, but the 2 or 3 that was on these people going to go home, and they was being threatened. Don't blame somebody. Y'all listen.
That's not slavery. What is? So he did that. Trump did that for farmers. He made it easier to keep people in bondage. So that's a benefit. It was, of course, the...
Let me stop. Trump did for who? Somebody tell me in the chat. I know my chat is going slow, but say Trump for who? But cool parties, the illegals. Yes, as I've been telling y'all, the trick the first time. Our reasons for being against ICE had to do with us stopping all of our immediate money going to them for housing and cars and jobs and contracts and a bunch of other stuff. That's separate from what what people don't realize. One of the largest migrants before, after the 60s, because after the 60s, during the 60s, actually, a major piece of legislation happened right around the same time as voting rights acts and civil rights, and that had to do with black folks. Took place. Who was responsible for that? A Republican president by the name of Ronald Reagan. God damn. That's the reason why y'all find a lot of Latinos that love Ronald Reagan, because it was him that passed that major legislation that helped them illegals. See, a lot of folks don't know that. Don't y'all let them throw us in no trick bag. But I'm not done. Y'all listen real quick. I'm trying to get through it real quick.
You know how I feel about Reagan, Shay.
Next part.
Beautiful.
I gotta rewind. Y'all can hear this. The big beautiful bill. Y'all know that's the bill that was just barely passed here a few months ago, right? We talking about in modern times. We ain't going back right now, even no year or two. We talking about just the past couple months when that big beautiful bill passed, right? That's under Trump, right? What did she say? Listen.
Which is already technically legal. I mean, he made it easier to bring in H-2A workers and treat them like trash. Okay? He made it easier to do that. There were some reforms to the H-2A system in 2024 because we found that a lot of people were abusing it and enslaving workers, keeping them trapped in this country, keeping them from leaving, threatening their families to force them to work harder and not paying them enough. You know, if that's not slavery, what is?
Listen.
So he did that. Trump did that for farmers. He made it easier to keep people in bondage. So that's a benefit. There was, of course, the big, beautiful bill that had lots and lots of tax breaks, which farmers are really interested in because folks don't realize this, but farmers are actually quite wealthy. The majority of small family farmers at this point in U.S. history are millionaires.
Stop, Vicky, stop, Vicky.
Brother Che,
What did she
still
say?
with us?
Most folks don't know this, but most farmers are what? She said.
Yeah, I'm getting
what
a
did she
call
say?
tonight, Lady Che. I'm just tired.
She said most folks don't know this, but most farmers are what?
All right, I'll give you a call tomorrow.
Okay.
All right, okay. All right, crew.
Okay, Shabaka.
All right. All right.
Y'all see how farmers let us think and honky tonks and stuff? Y'all see how they let us see because they look dusty and dirty, got them boots and stuff, but they got houses and land and property and possessions. She gonna break it down. Let me go back just a little bit. I told you I'm breaking this up for a reason. I'm looking at the timestamps and all that for a reason.
Okay. He made it easier to do that. There were some reforms to the H-2A system in 2024 because we found that a lot of people were abusing it and enslaving workers, keeping them trapped in this country, keeping them from leaving, threatening their families to force them to work hard.
Y'all hit that thumbs up button.
Enough. You know, if that's not slavery, what is? So he did that. Trump did that for farmers. He made it easier to keep people in bondage. So that's a benefit. There was, of course, the big, beautiful bill that had lots and lots of tax breaks, which farmers are really interested in because folks don't realize this, but farmers are actually quite wealthy. The majority of small family farmers at this point in U.S. history are millionaires. Most small family farmers are millionaires. So this is a group of people, farmers, who are very, very interested in tax breaks because they have a lot of estate and a lot of property to think about tax-wise. This is something that kind of drives me nuts. As someone who came up in agriculture as a farm worker, working for farmers, I keep saying, but farmers are working class. They're voting against their working class interests. When will they wake up? Never, because they're not working class. We've had the numbers on this for decades. The USDA's had data on this for years on the internet where you could just look it up.
I'm stopping there because I'm showing you that these are charts that keep popping up. I want you all to go to the US government. She said we've had numbers and data on years. She said they are not working class. Silly. She said, and of course it makes sense when you think about it now, right? She said they got what? Property. They've got land. And she's gonna break down how the equipment that they have to have is not cheap. She said they're quite wealthy. We done let them play us. So we've been out there talking about what class jeans on. Leave out. Do they have blue jeans? And this is a problem with us when we say we don't want to talk about slavery no more. No, I want to talk about all the cotton picking in the world because we need to get back to that farming.
Right.
We need to get back to land. Now y'all see why they was discriminating against black farmers so hard. Not only did they feed the community and feed the nation, baby, they was rich. There was land. They want land write-offs, property write-off, all that stuff. Mm-hmm. Put them blue jeans in the chat. Get some blue jeans and stuff. Thank y'all for them blue jeans. Watch this.
No one's ever bothered to look. We just assumed farmers were working class because, I don't know, big trucks, because those are cheap. Yeah, I don't know why people think farmers are working class. Land and tractors and trucks ain't cheap. It's not that complicated. You know, we had a century where, yeah, the smallest, poorest family farmers were getting pushed out. Well, what happens after a century then? Who's left? It's not poor people, is it? So anyway, that's another big bet.
I need y'all to stop right there because she broke down, yes, at one time, the small farmers got pushed out. But she said that was a century ago. She said, what happens after a century? Who's left holding the bag after a century? The farmers that's millionaires, she's telling you.
No, you're not. Look at you.
She said farmers are not working class. Talk black to me, somebody. One of my notices just came through saying breaking news. Letitia James, Letitia James, they said she didn't. The one that was the Trump hated the black DA. They said she just got indicted after Trump pressure campaign. New York Attorney General, who had filed a civil case against President Trump, is accused of committing mortgage fraud. Her indictment came on the heels of an indictment of a former FBI director, James Comey. Child, I ain't got a chance to read all the article. I'm just telling you what just came through, child. Say breaking news. Lord have mercy. Y'all hit that thumbs up button. Share. Listen, let me get back to this. I'm almost done, y'all. Can y'all give me a couple more minutes? Watch this. Give me a couple more minutes. Let me already get it back to the part. Hold on. Let me find what was I.
It's not poor people, is it? So anyway, that's another big benefit that farmers got from Trump is big tax breaks. That big beautiful bill also had, was it 52 billion in additional free money for.
Okay, let me go back because I want y'all to see what she said because I want y'all to think I'm making this up. Here we go. Y'all listening?
You could just look it up. No one's ever bothered to look. We just assume farmers were working class because, I don't know, big trucks, because those are cheap. Yeah, I don't know why people think farmers are working class. Land and tractors and trucks ain't cheap. It's not that complicated. You know, we had a century where, yeah, the smallest, poorest family farmers were getting pushed out. Well, what happens after a century then? Who's left? It's not poor people, is it? So anyway, that's another big benefit that farmers got from Trump. Is
listen, here we go.
That big, beautiful bill also had, was it 52 billion in additional free money for farmers? But of course, that's not enough. They're expecting other bailouts to come after that. And that is not.
Whoever just said Green Acres 2025, baby, I think I'm gonna have to use that phrase from now on. Did you hear what she said? The bill that just passed, being farmers, and they're expecting, she said, others after that. Let me go back. Hold on, let me go back. Did y'all hear that? It's 52 billion for the farmers in the big, beautiful bill, but she said they expecting some more.
The tractors and trucks ain't cheap. It's not that complicated. You know, we had a century where, yeah, the smallest, poorest family farmers were getting pushed out. Well, what happens after a century?
Wait a minute, listen.
It's not poor people, is it? So anyway, that's another big benefit that farmers got from Trump is big tax breaks. That big, beautiful bill also had, was it 52 billion in additional free money for farmers? But of course, that's not enough. They're expecting other bailouts to come after.
She said that's not enough.
And that has not been available so far. So everybody's starting to sweat just a little bit.
So in addition to the $52 billion for farmers, she said from that big, beautiful bill, she said they was expecting other bailouts that hadn't came yet. So they sweating, she said. Now, when I first played the video, remember she said in the beginning, for the first few minutes, she said that Trump had did it for him before, gave him free first time he was in. Did y'all hear that?
Shoot, what else was there? Oh yeah, environmental regulations. Yeah, environmental regulations was another thing they didn't like very much. And looks like those are not happening so much anymore either. So when people tell you as farmers, we were lied to, that is absolutely not the case. We all knew what was coming. I thought we all knew this was the bargain we were driving. So when people come up and say now, oh, we were lied to. By what, your own eyes? You didn't notice last time you did this? What do you mean you were lied to? To genuinely think you were lied to. I think at this point you had to have wanted to be lied to. And that's not being lied to anymore. That's participating in a little group blurb activity.
I'm gonna stop right there. I just wanted to give y'all a little receipts. I gave y'all her names. You can go look it up. I also gave you one of the websites that she referred to, the U.S. government's website, so you can find out all the money and how rich them farmers are. She said most of millionaires. She said most of millionaires. She broke down some of the benefits that's in the big, beautiful bill, and she said they expected other bailouts to come. She said they sweating because they ain't got that extra money that they was expecting. She said they knew. She said they was not lied to. She said they knew. Trump did it before. They told them what was what. Nothing. She said no. She said no. White people, y'all wasn't lied to. Y'all had all the truth. That's what the white lady said. The white farmer lady, who's a farmer. Now I gotta go. How many of y'all know I quote from this book often called How White Folks Got So Rich? Hell, I even quoted from this book when I did my reparations speech in Washington, D.C. It's many, you can read this book practically on the lunch break. I want to read one part from about just a little bit of the history because it gets to the point on multiple portions of legislation, so you can do your own research after you read whatever section. So that's why I like this book, because it talks about a bunch of different things and it kind of leads you in a direction to where you can do your own research independently and go further if you choose. On page 72, what does this say on page? Let me do it like, can y'all? What does it say on page 72? What's the headline that say right there on page 72? Those guys, it's just buy the internet.com. Y'all see this title here? There's a section I'm reading where it says Farmers Home Administration, the FHA, for whites only. Y'all listen. At the end of legal slavery in 1865, blacks were concentrated in the agricultural sector of America. See, this white folks getting like the own farmers family back in the day. Thank you, Cool Keezy, for telling them to follow me on Instagram, on X. Y'all listening? They were more likely than whites to own farms, though they held less acreage and had poor quality tracts of land. Y'all listen? It says, despite this reality, the Farmers Home Administration, the FHA, to white farmers to sustain and maintain their operations. Now, when was the FHA, which stands for what? The Farmers Home Administration. When was it set up? I said 1913. Somebody said 1913. It was set up in 1913 to give loans and subsidies to what farmers? What farmers? To the white farmers. Somebody say that's the DEI right there. That's white welfare. That's the welfare queen and kings. I don't want y'all to tell me nothing about no black woman getting no extra $20 on food stamps to raise 3 kids. I don't want to hear nothing about that. Y'all loans and subsidies to white farmers to sustain and maintain their operations. That's a hell of some welfare right there. Y'all listening? To achieve this unstated racist purpose, the FHA allowed local whites to operate the program. And they not Madam, somebody said you do great research. Thank you, beloved. I know people be thinking because Vicky is all fun and games. Babe, I'm the gal, baby. I'm very serious. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Tell them more. Y'all hear that? To operate the program. Did y'all know that? And they, not the federal government, decided who would get those critical benefits. As a result, black-owned farms, unable to compete with the well-subsidized and well-financed white farms, failed dramatically from 900,000, that's almost 1 million in 1930, to 682,000 in 19. Many of the whites used the government money to modernize by buying tractors and evicting black sharecroppers. Somebody say karma. Somebody say karma, baby. Owners claiming if asked, I said, did y'all hear what I said right there? What is that, 34 years later? By 1964, a study found that every program, and they italicized the word every. By 1964, a study found that every program, now this is still DeCrow, y'all, the study found this. So you know that was probably right. By because white folks don't like to admit when they discriminate and they do shady stuff. Or a study found that every program administered by the U.S. Department of Agriculture was rife with racial discrimination. The federal loans from the USDA were used by local white administrators to retaliate against Black farmers for their support for civil rights efforts or for simply attempting to vote. Just before his murder by the United States government, the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King has shifted his focus from a social and political look at a rural Mississippi church and put land front and center. How many of y'all remember when Dr. King was talking about land and he was talking about reparations and stuff? But watch what Dr. King exposed in 1968. Y'all in his church in Mississippi. What did he say? And I'm quoting. What did Dr. King expose in 1968? Y'all listen. Quote, at the very same time that America refused to give the Negro any millions of acres of land in the West and the Midwest, which meant that it was willing to undergird its white peasants from Europe with an economic floor. But not only did they give the land, they built land grant colleges with government money to teach them how to farm. Not only that, they provided county aid to further their expertise in farming. Not only that, they interest rate mechanized farm. Today, many recipients of federal subsidies, but telling the Black man that he ought to lift himself up by his own bootstraps. This is what we are faced with, and this is our reality. Now, when we come to Washington in this Poor People's Campaign, the word poor peoples is in brackets, because that's what he's referring to. We're coming to get our check. Now, how come every time they talk about Dr. King, now they always talking about he said he want to talk, he want to shake the hands of white people and white. He said we coming to DC to get our check. Somebody put some money in the check. Somebody put some dollars in the check. Let me tell y'all something. A monthly mastermind school. Y'all see the website link that I got pinned up here, keys, and my right here, put it in the, I pinned it. Go to my website and join my school today. For the past several months, I've been talking about creating, manifesting out of thin air. Not because y'all don't never hear me talk. The spiritual team has made clear to me that in this new season, the economics are shifting. Mm-hmm. And we better be positioned so that we can shift the economy, the spiritualists. Now, I know y'all want to be over here and act like that you spiritual because you talk about some, well, it ain't all about the money. No, it's not about all about the money, silly.
But it is about.
But if money is going to make my life better, and if money is going to allow me to be a better asset and blessing to my community, somebody say, show me the money. Show me the money. Unapologetically show me the money. You are a fool if you want to give that up, and at the same time, you sit up here talking about struggle. Is that your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ playing for your life? The devil is a lie. Right. No, I want my money. I want my money. I said I want my money. I want my money.
Can't help nobody until you can help yourself, right? And that's what this was about earlier.
You ain't spiritual and you ain't deep. Yeah, I want my money.
Right.
And Dr. King exposed that in 1968. These white farmers and the U.S. government have been making mischief against us and our people with the farms for a long time. And obviously we were the experts on it because we was the one that was working the land. We were agrarian geniuses, agricultural geniuses. Mm-hmm. And now every time somebody talk about picking cotton, we don't want to hear about picking cotton. No, we believe in picking cotton for us. See, the problem we had with picking cotton back in the day is because it was for y'all. See, they want us to disassociate ourselves with the land. Like that white lady just exposed. She said, farmers are rich. She said, we ain't talking about no 100 years ago when they were struggling. No, they rich. They rich. They rich. They millionaires. They rich. And in that big, beautiful bill that just passed the other day, let's just say the other day, it was 52 billion in there, 52 billion in there for goodies for farmers. And she said they were still expecting other goodies, other bailouts after that. And she revealed what? She said Trump did the same thing for them farmers the black farmer John Boyd like this is some breakthrough because they got $2 billion measly dollars that they was actually owed.
Right.
And did you all know that one of the holdups to the black farmers in recent years getting the checks that they were due, a little portion of the checks they were due, the little down payment on the checks they was due, did you all know that fellow Latino Democrats was one of the ones that held it up?
Yep.
Y'all, I don't forget the man's name. What's that Latino man that was indicted and then got convicted in court for scamming? Yeah, what's that? Was it out of New Jersey? Y'all, please, not Martinez. Was it Martinez? Y'all, Senator. Somebody help me with his name. Yeah, I ain't trying to look this up right now. Somebody tell me what's the Latino senator's name that he was convicted. I think he in prison now. Y'all, I ain't trying to look this up. Y'all help me. No, I ain't no Velez. It's Velez. That's the New Jersey one I talked about. That's running for office on the local level. About the senator, y'all. Thank y'all, Bob Menendez. Did you all know that Menendez? Yeah. And Reverend Al Sharpton knew about the shady stuff that was going on. He called Reverend Al Sharpton to make a phone call. And Reverend Al Sharpton went behind the scenes and made a phone call. That rat. I think that helped to move the process along a little further. But Reverend Al Sharpton knows that the Democrats are behind holding up and doubting black folks, but he don't come out like he ought to go off on them like that. He make little personal phone calls for one or two little people here and there. That's a corruption in D.C.
Oh, we already knew you wanted it.
Crystal said, I keep mixing up the girl, they forgettable. I understand why you mix up bullets on my broadcast on Valdez, because Valdez, that's a Latino lawmaker out there too. Remember, he threatened to pull out a gun on a black lawmaker out there. Y'all don't know what she's talking about. I may have to do that broadcast here. I don't be playing, but we don't be. I have to bring this to our attention because we got to know what's going on in the halls of the local government. Crystal is laughing, baby. Make sure that you get your big hours, get your Talk Black to Me t-shirts, and join my school at VickiPlanet.com. The link is right here. You can access my store. You can access the link, baby. We're talking about supernatural stuff. A lot of stuff that you all are hearing in the news, both nationally and geopolitically. That's to say, internationally. I distill online. That's why we do it offline. The information I share is that heavy. In fact, I'm going to be announcing. I'm talking way in advance. My team trying to things I'm getting to do. Another, we talk about original holders of the Vatican before these knuckleheads took over. But I'm going to show you how even former Fox News folks are freaking out about certain occultic practices that they coming out talking about now. Y'all ain't ready for that. I know what my spirits be telling me. You can mock it if you want to. You better tap in while you can. The link is above. I love y'all so much. Thank you for tuning in to my personal channel here at VickiDealer.tv. Again, stay tuned. Family, when you go to my website, go to the website to subscribe to my email list. Why? Because I'm going to be, my broadcast now, they're using some of my broadcasts they're putting them on other alternative streaming services. They've already started one broadcast at a time, little bit by little bit. Talk Black to Me, somebody. My book is coming out. I was in the Final Call newspaper before. I got some other news that's coming up about another article that's coming out soon. So, baby, Vicky you ain't just finna keep me one-dimensional. Lorraine, your gift is blessed 1,000-fold, beloved. All y'all have been given. Your gifts are blessed. Cool Kesey said, thank you for another great broadcast. You are so welcome, precious. I love y'all so much. I bow to you. You are my bliss. Stay tuned. I wanted you to join my email list at Vicki Planet. That's my website. So when you click my website link, that's pinned. Go to VickiPlanet.com, VICKI planet.com. Scroll to the bottom of the website. Input your information. Why? Because when if you want the information on the platforms I'm going to be on, you'll get it there. If you want to know when I'm doing special broadcasts, you'll get it there. If you want to get regular promotions of what Biggie is up to outside of these platforms. You'll get it there. How many of y'all know sometimes they make it difficult for you to find me on these other broadcasts? TikTok be playing, Instagram be playing half the time, hell, YouTube be playing sometimes. So that we're not restricted. I mean, y'all know we follow the rules on these different platforms. I gotta be able to talk the way I want to talk when I'm doing my private broadcast, when I'm doing my schools and stuff. So tap in, okay? I love y'all so much. I love you back, Miss Lisa. You welcome, precious. I love y'all so much. I can't wait to see you again.
All right. Get out of this real quick. All right, family. I have to close this out right here because co-host he just said he needed a nap. He's been up busy all day. So this is what we're gonna do. Front Line Blacc News Part 3 will be on tomorrow, our usual scheduled time. I'm not sure if we're having city council or not because they said it's a holiday. It says Indigenous Peoples Day. I was like, what the fuck does that mean? You know what I mean? And does that mean everybody gets to get off? Since everybody's claiming indigenous and shit? Yeah. Just asking for a friend. I'm going to start the revolutionary agenda in about 15 minutes. Ray, unmute yourself. Ray, you probably took a nap too, or where'd you go? Anyway, if you catch this playback, I'm gonna start the RVA in about 15 minutes. I gotta set it all up. Normally he would do that, but he's tuckered out, the little guy. He's just laying down, I guess. Which is cool. I haven't been online in a minute, so which is good. So thank you, little eyeballs. I see you watching me. Thank you for coming through to the Frontline Blacc News. Hopefully you got a little bit of something out of it. It's pretty jam-packed today. We had a whole bunch of conversations. Let me see who's out. Thank you, Randall, for coming through. Thank you, Kurt, for stopping in. Cookiesy, thank you. Crew, Ray, if you can hear me, look for the notification on the. I'll be starting in about like 15, 20 minutes at max. Gotta set this shit up. What else? Let me see who else is in here. Streaming like all over the place. Let me see. I think our hype men are in here too. Let me see. Yeah, scroll up. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. I can't, for some reason, man. It's going to be difficult. All right. See little eyeballs. I see all 4 of you. Thanks for watching. I'm going to start the RVA, the Revolutionary Agenda. If you're not subbed up, go over there and do that if you want to. I'm going to start here shortly in about 20 minutes or so. And that way we can have dialogue. Ray, look for the, let me know when you get on the panel and I'll drop you a link. Yeah, so see you guys soon. Thank you for stopping in, watching part 2, season 5, episode 47, part 2 of the Frontline Blacc News. I'm your secondary co-host, Lady Che, Seduction Dog, Black Villain, whatever. And I'm signing this all out. Stay tuned for tomorrow. And yeah, look for any notifications Jessica got going on. Stay tapped in. Thank you. Stay black, stay dangerous. And see you here shortly. Okay. Let me see.